I think I got a better view than that. No, figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll get it going somewhere or another. So hi Valerie, welcome to the channel. Alexa, oh you guys, I'm glad to be here today. Getting rid of some of this energy I've been kind of packing away for a few days. All right, let's get comfy here. Let's get comfy and get the show, the road on the show. I mean the show on the road today. Sometime today, anyway. Right? Hang on one sec here. Got to make my chair my comfy chair. Get that all, settled here. There we go. There we go. Just in case I get cold. I didn't make it last night, you guys, for the simple reason we haven't had power in the house for 2 days. The main switch that controls the actual hydro box was faulty and it had to get changed. And we didn't get an electrician in here until today, so I wasn't able to hang out with you guys yesterday, and I'm sorry. But it's all up and running. Everything is going to actually run maybe a little bit more understandable. It's going to run a lot better than what it was before. It was always tripping and everything. And it was a pain in the ass. So, anyways, I'm here tonight, and Monday. What did we have Monday set for? I can't remember. Where's my moderators? Why are my mods always late to the show? Does anybody know? Does anybody know where my moderators are? Can anybody find my moderator? Oh, there's Daisy. I was just saying it takes you guys forever to come hither on to the channel. Hi y'all. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy. Shaman, Almond. You can call me whatever, but you can call me Karen, whatever. No big deal as long as you call me something, There's not nobody. Because I'm not nobody. I'm somebody. I'm somebody, I mean. Alright, so I'm gonna get I have 2 books filled with information, and I really have to go through it and actually get rid of it. No flyers needed today. So, where did I put that away to? So I have also a price list for people that just want a daily reading. I kind of thought about it. It's, the other ones are just more formal, as far as you independently, as you went from point A to point B in your life. And sometimes people need the daily boost, which is what I'm going to call them, the daily boost for the day. Okay, so daily boost. And they're going to cost not too much more. They're going to cost you a 1-card reading for a daily boost is $5.45. Is what I kind of came up with an idea, but I don't know. Prices are changing, randomly. Or we can get a 3-card daily for $10.45, which I do have the $10.99 one that is for, I believe it's for 15 minutes. So this one, the $10.45 one, the 3-card daily, I read until the message is done. Okay, so that's a heck of a good deal. Or you can go for the 9-card, which, has you central pointed in the middle, and we work with all the energy around us, right? So everything that's surrounding you in the reading is what you get to, have revealed to you to make your life easier, less chaotic, less stress on you as a soul being, and your physical being can, kind of take a breath, breathe, relax. It's going to be fine. Okay. And never worry too much, right? But if you're the worrying type, well, it's okay to worry. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with worrying. I do a lot of it too, but I never get far with that. So those are some other prices. What were the other announcements I wanted to make to you guys? There was one other stuff. Oh, hang on. Yes, that's not what I was looking for, guys. How many of you actually really know what you're experiencing right now? How do you know that you're experiencing the present? Have you ever had that feeling that you were still in dream state, or that your dream state has now become part of your reality? And the reason why I asked that is because myself, I started having them, but I haven't had any since a traumatic one. The last one where I was being choked, I haven't been able to dream since. And whether they're really buried deep, I'm not sure, but I don't actually remember anything. If I am dreaming, when I wake up, I can't remember whether I was dreaming in that dimension or this dimension, daydreaming. I don't know. It was really confusing to me one day. So I was just curious as to know how, your guys' dream, are they affected by this, by the awakening of your spirit, the energy, and getting it flowing in in your body, that you don't need to have the dreams anymore to create because you're creating all the time? I don't know. Makes you wonder, right? So yeah, so it's just a question of the day. How are you feeling about, your experience as far as, being more aware? Has it been a benefit to you, or has it been a burden? That's the question of the day. It doesn't correlate to the astrology, but it probably will now that we've mentioned it. It'll come out in the cards and providing us with the answer, probably knowing the way that we work here on this channel. You can pretty much guarantee that it's going to come to an answer. And that's the best part, right? We always get the answer we need if we just like let it, kind of. It's like making a good pot of stew. Okay, you got to put the meat in, you got to have all the details and all the carrots and onions and everything else in that meat stew to make it just right, right? So time is a patience. Everything tastes. Oh, and the other thing is, everything tastes better the second day. Like roast beef doesn't taste the same. Everything changes after you've actually cooked it and left it. Leftovers, have a leftover day. You know what I mean? And it tastes different. It really tastes really different, right? But I just want to know if anybody can answer that for me. What state are you actually in your awakening? Are you still a dreamer? Do you still have these dreams? Do you have nightmares? What is it? Because I haven't had one since I had that experience with myself, and I haven't been able to since then. And I've clear the chalkboard before I go to sleep. Say some couple mantras in my head, and then just doze off, right? But I'm just wondering why there's no explanation for this, that I've experienced anyway. So, question of the day. All right. So who is this? Who is this Dicky Mo? And what's going on? What is going on? Are we having trolls so early in the day? Like at the beginning of the video? Like what's going on? Dicky May, it's good. You're gonna poop in your shorts for what? You're gonna ask me where you're gonna poop. I'll make you poop in your shorts. Is what I'll do. Ha ha ha. Can you channel poop energy? So long as it's landing on you and it's all about you, ooh, it's just karma's gonna kick you in the ass. So good job, Daisy. So we, see how they like that. You know what we should do? Really fuck up these trolls. We're gonna not even speak when one shows up. Just don't even say nothing. Nobody type nothing. Don't say anything. I won't say anything, but kind of give me the heads up, and we'll just pretend that we're being silent, or I'll mouth the words like I'll be like. So you'll have to turn the volume up. Oh, these trolls are so much. They're gonna be such a blast to have fun with. Should we let Dicky Mo back in just for the hell of it? I think we should. I think we should let the little poop pants in and say, did you go ahead? Did you have to run home to mommy to get your diaper on so you can poo in your pants, little boy? Little boy had to go home and poop. What a troll. Can you tell me where I'm going to poop next? Yeah, in your shorts, in a diaper, obviously. Come on now. You got to give me something better than that to play with. Like, that's not even worth it. Even causing me to even want to. That it doesn't even, I can't even keep a straight face right now. Because how little-minded are you in the head when you're asking where you're going to poop next? Jeez. Wow. Did you like that? I can morph into that again if you would like to see that naturally happen. Yes, I love that one too. I got turned into a reptilian alien. Even my eyes in that picture go cat eyes. Like there's little slits up and down. And it looks like I'm a cat. It's really dope. Found it on an app, so I took a picture of myself and kind of morphed it in. So I always say I got adopted by aliens and this is how it happened. And they told me I was going to turn this way, but I just didn't believe them. That's my excuse. The aliens abducted me and I didn't know what was happening. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I thought you guys would like that one. I'd throw everybody off course with all, the general way that we do things around here, right? We never have anything going, like following a path or an idea or anything with this channel. We just kind of flow everywhere like poop. Diarrhea poop. Oh boy. What a shame. What a shame. Such a waste. Oh, that was such a waste. Oh, how much did you eat? Daisy, I think how much did you eat should be 2 hours. Yeah, we have fun with them, but we're not trying to be mean by any means, but you know how it is. You got to give them something to find, to lure them in. So we're gonna do like we did on the last stream. We're gonna actually do live in chat, live in phone calls. Let's see if we can get a troll to call in on that and see what happens. I want to know. I want to hear this. This should be good. I think that would be the fucking best thing, just to be a joker in the house and just have that happen. Definitely. Definitely one way to get rid of them. Okay, so if I end up sound like you're asking for no sound, say you can't hear me. You can't hear me because I'm not talking. All right, so we're gonna good start to this program, didn't we? We've got a perfect start to the day. So here we go, guys. This is my most one. I did it in the dark last night. Thank God for that, because I thought it really looked good with a white hoop. So this one's gonna be a one that hangs this way, with feathers and everything. But it's got there's one special note about these ones. Now, if it was dark enough, I would show you. Okay, but I don't need to, because this is what happens when you go and put glow rings on your dream catchers. This one has an outside circle of glow in the dark beads, so you'll see the imprint of the beads while it's hanging. And then on the beads, on the feathers themselves, they're going to be hanging down. They're going to have like the neon, the glow in the dark as well on the actual feather that's hanging down. So it'll be a little bit like a little, a great, thing for maybe a kid's room, or your personal space is totally up to you. But this one's got pink on it, so it's kind of like a girly color. I'll try to do a more masculine one of these, but with like a light blue, maybe with white. Maybe we'll give it a shot and see how that looks. And switch it up a bit for them. But yeah, no, I thought I would switch up my dream catchers a little bit and get some glow in the dark ones. So I could take you to the washroom and show you, but I'm sure you all understand what glow in the dark beads are. Right? If you don't, well, then go look it up. It's all right, but hey, all right. I gotta get a glass of water, you guys. Hang on one second. I need something to drink. I have got to have something to drink. All right, so I got my drink. Put you over there. Okay. All right, so what are we starting with today? What do you guys want to do? You guys call it today. It's Monday Madness. Whatever you want it to be, it will be. So just call it the way that you want it to happen, whichever way. Or should we go by the sign? I don't know. Should we go by earth, air, and wind and fire? No, I'm kidding. So yeah, so what are we gonna do? It's your guys' call. I'm just the antenna, for this. So if you guys are interested, like Daisy mentioned in the chat there just now, the dream catchers are available. I do have a number of them still available. I haven't really been getting out to get them done or getting them sold to people. Things going on here. But I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So there's like 25 pieces here that I have actually created. Yeah, and I'm working on, this one. What am I feeling? Okay, so let's try to channel into this experience, and let's do this. I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so I'm gonna get I need to channel something, and if I have it playing in the background, they like to scream at me for having it going in the background. I have to do it by a headphone. So if you can still hear me, that's great. Might even be able to hear it better for some reason. I need meditation music. I need to go and clear myself and get ready. I haven't even done the smudge or anything yet, but I have to get myself balanced and grounded before I start. I just need a short one. I'll just do a quick one here. Okay, let's see what this one is. So you guys can all join in. Just take like 5-10 minutes to get yourself grounded for the readings, and make sure that your mind is clear, you're open-minded, you're not having any stress coming out in the readings in themselves. And well, I'm just gonna play some music and let you guys kind of go with it too. Yeah, I think we'll just let it go together. So there we go. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, so give me a minute, guys. Okay, so now we're gonna roll. We're gonna just do a smudge. I'm not gonna do the meditations. It's not working in my favor right now. For me to do that, it's not asking me to, but I'm waiting. One sec. Hey, anybody know where there's a good place to buy like a wooden box for these? That kind of sit in nicely. I saw a couple the other day, but they wanted it like too much for them. But I think it would have been just right for what I needed it for. Energy reading, we're doing the daily. Alright, let's get back into tune and tune ourselves in for this. We should find some tuning in vibrations. You start it yourself first, and then you worry about the rest of the day as it comes. Alright, so overall energy map. Let's see how well it's balancing out for us. We'll check the cards. That's pretty even. It's very even. It's very even kind of draw. Alright, see how it's just like balancing and mirroring everything on the other side. So you're definitely in tune with yourself right now. This is the best point to be at when you have the balance. You're not like too much on this side or too much on this side. But you're very neutral. It's like a bird flying. It has to have balance in order to fly, right? So you kind of get the idea there. I always check my cards that way as well, right? So we're getting some balancing energy, which is good. Because a lot of people are probably feeling a little bit out of place, don't know what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Things are just going too fast for you and you just want to sit back and just kind of watch the world go by sometimes. definitely let yourself. If it's what you want to do, then do it. There's nothing stopping you from making anything or doing anything that you find desirable. Alright, alright. Alright, Spirit, can we get this? Okay, Spirit, guides, ancestors, creators. Please give us some cards in regards to our energy reading. We have another flipper. Where'd it go? I'll have to find them on the way, I guess. If it's meant to be, it'll pop out again. That's the way I look at it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to see what kind of energies are afloat right now for a lot of people. Oh, evaluating. Oh, somebody's making the moves. Somebody is definitely in motion and doing very well. Very, expanding your actual being and learning to be more attuned to situations. There's a big chunk there. Let's see about those ones. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so the first one off that we got was the Eight of Pentacles. So paying attention to detail, looking at what you've already completed and being proud of it. You're paying attention to what needs to get done, when it needs to get done, and how it needs to get done. I feel like you're in like a power position with your employment, that you're able to make these calls on your employers. So this is what I think. This is a career related reading here. So whoever's looking for career and finance, I think you just found it. Okay. So you're working hard. You work late into the night. So this might be like a job or a position that takes majority of your livelihood. Like you're overworked, underpaid, underacknowledged, but you're working hard at changing that. You still give 110%, only when you even only need to be giving like 100, right? But you do like to go over the top because that's the type of person you are. Excuse me. And the second card we have is the Five of Cups. I'm feeling like everything's just got turned upside down. You can't hear me. Okay. Let's set that off now. Anyway, I like to have it on when I'm doing readings, but oh well, whatever. I will shoot it in. Okay, so then we have the Five of Cups in reverse. So realizing things aren't what they seem. You might be feeling a little bit lonely, like you just don't fit in because you're different than the others. Then we got the Ten of Cups, and then we've got the Six of Pentacles. See, and it's funny because these cards are going like from corner to corner, and there's only 4 cards. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. So you might have to, look at life more on a donation level, right? Offering what you have is what you do. You do offer the best or the most that you can to anybody that asks. You give them like your t-shirt off your back. You can experience that. But you're paying attention to it. Your Ten of Cups in reverse, and that's probably why it's underneath the Eight of Pentacles, is because it's not quite time to actually be celebrating yet, because there's, still a bit to go between the 8 and the 10, right? So you still have to go through the stages as they come to you, right? So definitely accept what's being given to you in an open-minded, even when it hurts to actually hear that message, or if it, doesn't resonate at that time, but you find out that it does, and you just didn't realize that you weren't aware, okay? Nothing bad in this reading at all. It just means you need to focus more on your intentions need to be there in order for things to happen. You can't just go into autopilot and accept it, for what face value, right? There's a lot more underneath the covers if you take a peek. Okay? So let's see what other cards popped up. Move these guys over a little bit. So that's our first row. Might end up having the cards picking the way we're reading too today. Then we have the Nine of Wands, not quite ready to come out. Lover's card. Well, you're ready to take... This is a current situation. Okay, somebody has definitely gone and jumped the gun. Somebody has gone and jumped the gun. Instead of waiting, they pursued. They went into pursuit mode instead of waiting mode. So now, it was a rush to get together, just to have your heart broken. Was this really what you wanted? Maybe that's you reviewing. Maybe that's the... energy of you reviewing these battles that you're still fighting within yourself. You're fighting them internally from yourself. You can't let go of certain situations to be able to move forward. But you're realizing now that you really don't need to bring all that. It's just extra baggage that you can leave behind if you so feel it fit to, right? But this person that you're connecting with, it may not be what you're looking for. Um, and to save yourself the pain and agony, just ask, talk to them. If this is certainly something of going out, there's a new person coming in. So that 10 of Cups that you didn't receive probably was because the King of Cups was ready to come out and provide you with some clues and answers as to where you should be going with this. And we got an even dealing here, so we can actually do a 9 cards or 8, 11, 12 card spread. Okay, so but there is a King of Cups. He's patiently waiting. He's a water sign, definitely a water sign, but he's a funny guy. He's like comical. He'll make you laugh, and he just by his actions will make you laugh. Like, he's a very outgoing energy. This could be the Lovers, but be careful that you could get hurt from this, because it's an ego-minded water sign. I see a lot of ego shining through on his face. Like, he's just kind of a smug guy. Like, he thinks he's got it all in the bag. So give him a run for your money. Whoever it is you're connecting with, if this is a water sign or an air sign, give them a run for their money. Make them have to work for the relationship that you want, right? It's your calling. This reading is all about you and the Lovers. And you've been hurt too many times in the past. But I don't think the water sign, being an emotional person, being in touch with the emotions, because the water signs usually are in touch with their emotions. So there is opportunity coming forward for those of you that are single. For those of you that are married or going through a divorce, I'm not saying that there was a third party or anything, but there was love at one point in the relationship, but it's just gotten to be too much. So some of you might be going through a divorce or a separation, which is in the best interest for now. And, because it was just too much, repetitive errors on whoever's side. Somebody was not honest with what they were doing and dealing with. Okay, so we have, wow, okay. So we have the 8 of Pentacles to start. We finish off with the 6 of Wands. So the cup guy, we'll call him the cup guy. Okay, this is the cup guy. He's got a cup in his hand, so he's the cup guy. So the guy with the cup is standing firm in his decision to want to be part of your life. Okay, like, he's just firm set, and he's like, I really want this to happen. I really am looking forward to this connection that, us two single people can possibly bring together, right? It's new to him, so he might seem a little, how do you say, he would be very, well, not shy, but he would be the type of energy that he'd be really coy with you. Like, he'd be like, okay. And he'd be like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he's just, I don't know how else to put it. Jeez. But yeah, no, he's a corny kind of guy. Like, he's quirky. Quirky's the word. Quirky guy. He's a quirk. He's funny. He's comical. He'll keep you laughing, keep you happy, all these things. But then we go into what the future can hold, that you possibly could, that you either have, or maybe you haven't even been through this stage yet, or you already have, for all I know. Who knows? Then you get the 3 of Cups in reverse. So don't go sharing any information with the gossip group. Okay, this is the gossip group being put on hold. Okay, then we have justice in return. So there isn't going to be anything served, no revenge serving cold, right? But always be aware of what experiences you're being asked, and keep a journal. Keep writing down your emotions, getting in touch with yourself, allowing yourself to just breathe and be you. And even if it's just you being at the beginning stages of doing your reading and journaling and doing the main part of your beginning of your journey to document stuff that's happening, or because right here you could say anything in the chat here, and there isn't anything that I haven't seen in my lifetime that you would have to even worry about ever having to see. Most people don't get to see the other side. I don't get to see fully. I saw it once when I did an astral projection. I went into an absolute black. There was nothing around me. So I don't know if that's in correlation because I had a dream shortly after that where I was in like a darkened desert. It was all gray and dark blue, that bluey kind of color that you get at night. It's like that blue when you take pictures. That royal, almost like a royal blue kind of energy. Um, has the utmost effect on me. Um, this could have been a divided relationship, divided on meaning that the two of you kind of went your own way. You weren't sure that you really wanted it in the first place because you weren't getting noticed when you're the Five of Cups and this little mermaid, sitting in the ocean and she's got nothing left. All her cups are gone, right? But not being able to fit in, finding, somebody that's not going to laugh at you for being quirky or, a little bit stranger or your thought train's different. Just maybe approach it differently as far as when you're communicating with others. Make it more understandable for people, right? And these are all things, these are all the lessons that I'm beginning to hear that you need to maybe really focus your energy in creating stuff to get you to that point, okay, where you can start your new beginnings, because it's almost like you took a step back but ended up going over the cliff. You weren't paying attention. So now you get to climb the cliff, come back up here, and this is what you get to deal with. It could be worse. It could be worse than just having a broken heart. You know what I mean? But you've been you've been doing a lot of spiritual growth within yourself. And that's why this person is being drawn to you. They like the fact that, you're a go-getter. You like to do things and get things done. The type of person that comes after a heartbreak, almost like, your Prince Charming, coming in after the heartbreak to whisk you away, to treat you like a queen, you see? And that's just behind the Three of Swords, okay? Which is just behind the Lover's card, which is just behind the Nine of Wands, okay? So in order for you to come out from behind the war zone, or whatever you want to call it, the barrier between now and past, you will, right? And you're not going to step down for anybody. You're going to keep your honor. You're going to, keep in touch with people. But yeah, I think maybe this energy that you found when you've had the Nine of Wands come out, I think was really a bit of maybe a situation where it was overbearing, and there's somebody on the other side of this willing to take the chance. Okay, so water sign, slight earth in their chart, not very much, but it's more of a true water sign. Like there's not really anything but water around him, so this will be a true water sign. So Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, whoever is like right smack dab in the middle of your astrology, which I don't remember. I wrote that down too. And now that's fun. Or did I throw it away? Oh, here we go. Okay, so you're going to either meet a Pisces, Scorpio, or Libra. And that the Pisces is February 18th to March 20th. Then you have June 21st to July 22 for Cancer. And then for Scorpio, their astrology is October 23rd to November 21st. So, anybody got any news on that? He's a Sag. Oh, okay. That's okay. Cool. Nice to meet you, Zed. Or Z6, travel guide. I wonder if my mom is going to break up with me. Yeah, that's the question of the day, isn't it? Doesn't it seem like, your mom's a pedophile? Do you think I should get a hold of her. I should send her, make up a message for MK saying that he's wondering if he should break up with his pedophilia mother, okay? Then don't meet him, crayons. Draw them out of your fucking life, right? This is funny. This is where it's going to get all exciting. Here we go. There we go. So that's your daily energy reading, guys. I kind of got strapped here. Well, then don't meet them. It's your life. You do what you want. Nobody can tell you what to do or how to do it or where to go to get it or whatever you want to put on the, the shade of gray today. Have at it. If you missed an opportunity, well, then that's because you missed the opportunity. Nobody else. Can't blame that shit on other people no more. Okay? I missed the troll. Was into the reading. Yeah, I don't know. I just called his mom a pedophile. I said that's quite the question of the day when you're asking if you should break up with your mother. Your mother's a pedophile? Like, alert the news, please. Alert the authorities. We have a pedophilia mother that's dating her own son. What? Wear a wig so he doesn't recognize too. No, I don't. I wouldn't have to wear a fucking hat. Wear a tool or something. Holy. Go back and read his question, and then you'll understand where this. He wants to break up with his mother. He's dating his own mother, so he says. So we're just I'm scared of him calling the cops. Oh, well, that's what they're there for. They'll get sick and tired of it, and they'll stop coming when you really need it. Just mark my words. Have a great day, though, crayons. I really wish that you happen to grow up between now and the next time I see you, because that would be actually a nice conversation, I think, for you. But I don't think you can handle the truth. Nah, too little minded to manage. But when your brain gets grows a bit more and drops the ego, then maybe we'll have a conversation. And but for now, you want to screw around on my channel, go right ahead and try. Because you will be blocked if you harass any of my receivers that are in the live chat. If you harass anybody here or give any rude statements to anybody up here or getting a reading, whatever it is. Be on the lookout for these guys because they're coming. They're going to be coming strong. You watch. So it's not going to be the end tonight. We're going to have another doozy for them, I'm sure. So what am I doing? Daily energy. So we're going to just pull a couple cards for the daily energy that we've been kind of going through today and kind of use this reading to reflect on our day, kind of how things are going. What do we need to maybe focus or look forward to doing next year and next time we wake up, like for tomorrow, tonight, or the balance of tonight and tomorrow. Yeah. All right, let's see. Come on, Spirit, give me one or two cards, please. All right. So what is the message for our daily reads for today, February 25th. Wow, this month went by quick again, eh? Jeez. Okay. So we're feeling the Queen of Cups in reverse. So maybe kind of feeling not really yourself lately. Just spending time with yourself. You're not being too social. You've just kind of went into kind of a little bit of a hermit mode just to kind of re-energize yourself, recalibrate yourself in what you're experiencing. Okay, so that's where this can be masculine or feminine. This applies to people that are kind of trying to figure things out. But we all hit that spot once in a while. Right, where we're just not feeling, that 100%, to want to do anything. So let's see what else is going on. What is the reason why the Queen of Cups is so down? What's going on? Drop a card, please, Spirit. I guess there's not really much talking about today's energy, but we're talking about tomorrow as well. There's a lot to be grateful for. I went out the other day and I actually enjoyed it for once. It didn't seem like it was chaotic or it was over. Sometimes it gets really overbearing for me to be out amongst like busy places like the malls and stuff where there's a lot of people. Pick up on a lot of energy that I wish I could just walk up to the person and tell them what I'm feeling or what I'm hearing or what I'm seeing. So we got the Magician. So I think right now you're doing a lot of reflecting on yourself. So this is daily energy. It's a time for reflection in the evenings of yourself, and just kind of go over how your day went. So if you happen to have a really crappy day, you just want to be left alone to figure it out how you did it. You don't want anybody coming into the situation and totally taking over, right? You're learning how to manifest your life to the best of your ability, and you're always learning. So that doesn't mean that you can't learn this. It just takes a little bit longer for some of us, and sometimes the energies work a little bit different for each of us because we're all different individuals that, we can all become magicians in our life, right? So take your time out, reevaluate, regroup, have a good night's sleep, and try again tomorrow, right? Because this is meant to have positive effects on people, and I really wish you the best tomorrow, that you'll have a good energy reading, or good energetic day, and things might just go off without a hitch. All day tomorrow is going to be, it looks like a good energy day. You're going to be productive, you're going to enjoy, and then you're going to go home. No more of this, because you're manifesting from here now, not from here. So manifest from this state of happiness. You can do it and just say your mantras throughout the day, and manifesting, whatever you want to become available to you. Okay, it doesn't mean that it's going to end up coming to you, drop in your lap, kind of. You don't have to do any work, but you have to be out and moving around, doing things, and getting. So, there you go. So, that's where you need to kind of focus your energy on, is manifesting and creating. You know, this is your reflection time, which is, something that you do need regularly to be grounded. And that's when you'll work the best, is when you're grounded from this one. You get the grounding, and then this one can perform a lot easier and a lot better when it's grounded. It's like having a connection with the energetic field of the ground, and working with it, right? Working with it to achieve little miracles happen every day, right? So you never know what you're going to get, right? And then we have the Empress. So there you go. So there's abundance and everything coming towards you, and this is what you have to be prepared for. This is why it's making it such a big thing for you to have to go through this. But you do have guides and everybody nurturing the situation, making sure that there's nothing that could possibly go wrong with Mother Nature, or the Empress. I think of her as Mother Nature to me. There could be blessings of new additions to their family. Doesn't mean necessarily a baby, but maybe, a pet, or family members come back for a visit that you didn't expect to see. All these kind of cool energies that are going to be popping up for you. Right? So that's your energy reading from today and for tomorrow. And we'll do Wednesday. Or no, tomorrow is 2 for 1. 2 for 1 Tuesday. So you get a reading, pay for a reading, you get 2 for 1. So you can gift it to a friend, you can send it to a neighbor, you can send it to your parents or your sibling, whichever you feel that they need the messages to be sent to. Okay. And then you can do whatever you want. You can either keep the reading if you win for a later date, like 6 months down the road is probably the best if you're using one in-depth one, and just letting it, have the cards go where they may. So that's totally your call. So 2 for 1 Tuesday, buy one for a friend, and it'll be like a 15-minute reading. So if you buy a 15, then they get a 15. If you buy a 30-minute, they get a 30-minute. So you're both going to get the same amount of time. Except unless you get that hour one, though, because it goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. And sometimes I go, right? With boing, 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 boing. Follow the carrots. You know what I mean? But yeah, so definitely feel free to, and your name will automatically be put into the draw for that to happen. So, yeah, what else is there? Nothing really, is there? Do we want to do the spirit box tonight? Should we get really fucking crazy with these little trolls? Could you imagine, with you guys knowing what happens when we do this spirit box? A lot of you know that they actually can communicate, that I'm actually communicating with them. But you guys know that. They don't. Okay, so that's why we're going to, Alright, so we're going to turn on the spirit box. I don't know if we had a couple more readings that we possibly could get to. I'm not sure. Okay, hang on. I went too far, I think. That's good. Hey PG, are you taking readings? Can I be next? PG, I'm on holiday. We're back near the 4th of March. Our company, calling by. Oh, you just want to do a check-in? Yeah, I remember you from. I think it was like a month ago. Yeah, I can. I'll be happy to do that for you. I will. You know, do that. You're a subscriber. I know that. I know this has been a very. I don't understand why you're so worried though. Like, why is it becoming such a? You're starting to over worry or overestimate your situation, right? So I don't understand what. If you left and were able to go on that holiday, then I think we discussed this the last time was they can't really either they're going to fire you or they won't ask you back. But I think the cards were saying that they would like to have you back as an employee in the future. You know, so it's up to you to make the first move. You need to go in and check in with them and find out what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for you because it's only one question that you're asking about the overall of your last reading. What is the answer that needs to come forward for PG in regards to employment? His employment situation. Will it be favorable? Will it not be favorable? Can you all give me some time? All right, so let's see what pops out for us here. Maybe we'll get more of a pop-up here. Pop-up. Hey, we got 5 and we're going 5 for 5 there, people. Way to go. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Appreciate all of you that donated. Our last donation was made by Lacey, which was good to see. So things are slowly coming together. I'm getting a lot more done. I still am, uh, trying to battle with this medication because it's really kind of screwed up my innards. Okay, well, you got a couple cards. We kind of got a bundle here. So we got a bit of, and you're still at the indecisive mode. Okay, so these horses both want to go forward, but one wants to go to the left and one wants to go to the right. I remember this one. This one, Irie, is a private one because I had done this reading for PG, and I told him that if he needed any more clarification, he'd be able to phone or call me or reach me, actually. But you're still at the gate. You're still wondering which path you're going to head down, and you've kind of stalled there. One horse is willing to go the other way and guide you, and the other horse is going the other way to guide you. You need to get in control of the situation. Okay, that's what that is revealing to me. That is just looking forward to a really chaotic experience for you. And I think that probably wouldn't be in anyone's favor for that to happen, where they actually try to separate themselves completely from the herd. So it's either you are going to stay in control back here, or they're going to go wherever they want to go. Okay, so don't be willy-nilly. Seriously think about it. Get in touch with them, because there might be some light that maybe they haven't even remembered to put you on the schedule, or even remember to, because there are certain people are in charge of different areas of the business. Blah blah blah. But it's not going to just manifest like that, though. You have to put some legwork in. Okay. All right. So what do we have here? Okay, so we got a quick niner. Okay. There is new beginnings, but I feel that the Eight of Swords, you're being restricted by what you can do as an employer. You're not looked at as how do they say? They're looking at you on the note that your performance and everything has you a little bit restrained. Like, they understand that maybe this station or whatever you were doing wasn't meant for you, that you could be more useful. So, okay. Excuse me for a minute, PG. Oh, way to go, Valerie. Okay. So young fans, you my fans. Hello, Savannah. Okay, so we still got some people there. So I'm feeling that you're overburdening yourself with the information. You're just you can't stop talking about it. Okay, so you gotta let it let it manifest for you, and let the control be handled by the universe. Don't try to control it like you're used to. Okay, you gotta just let go and let it happen. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know, I would think that most companies though would, and I'm just giving you another point of a constructive criticism. Don't take this personally. But I think on the other side of the line of this whole experience that you're going through, you are putting out way too much energy into this. That it may be not what you need to be doing right now. You need to be kind of focusing your energy on yourself, family, getting out of the rut that you're in, and stop acting like a damn queen all the time. Okay? It's all got to be about you. It doesn't always have to be about you. Okay? But you will be noticed for whatever you're doing. Okay? And I'm switching it. So this is what you are. Here's you entering the work zone. Okay? So there's all eyes on you because you're the new guy that walking down the aisles and everybody's like popping over the cubicle to see who's new, right? So you can either you have two options. You can be the King of Wands in reverse, or you can be the Emperor with the Tower moment. So after the Tower moment happens, then you get involved with the King of Wands, okay, and the Emperor. Male energy, a lot of male energy, or people are going to be coming towards you. Very masculine energy coming through, and there's that Chariot again, right? Are you going to go? Are you going to stay? Are you going to take this opportunity to move in a direction that's more suited for you? Are you in the mood to move, like relocate, or just change employment? You really have to figure out, is this seriously where you want to end your employment? Because can you advance within the company? Because I'm not hearing like there's a lot of opportunity within the business that you're pursuing, because I'm not seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing this as a very small business, maybe 1,000 people. I don't know. It depends, but this it has a lot of, you're starting at one point, you're finishing at another. Okay, that's kind of like what's going on. You're starting here, you're throwing it over here. You're starting here, and you're throwing it back over there, or up there, or over here. And you're just throwing it. You're just loosely, aimlessly, spending so much energy. And it's like, you've got too many cats in that bag, boy. I'm sorry. You gotta let the cats out of the bag, okay? You can't be keeping all the kittens, okay? You can't. You just can't. So before you think about throwing that, you need to really focus on yourself and bring it into employment for yourself. Phone the business and talk to them directly. I don't feel that there is going to be a bad bone between any of you, but I do feel that they may not have even remembered your work quality and everything, that you have to go and show your face. Then they'll remember, right? They can't remember. A lot of people, when they have big companies like that, they won't recognize you just from calling in, right? At least your lead hand will, type thing. But it's up to you to get to that position, okay? You have to take the steps to get there. You have to do some of the legwork. You could ask me, the same question, 2 months from now. Am I still going to get the employment? Well, if you haven't gone and made an effort to go and discuss with them, because if there's an opportunity for you to go back to work with that company, wouldn't you want to know right there and then, and be like, okay, well, I'll start, the next day type thing. You really have to focus your energy on your intentions to move in that direction for yourself. Okay, so I really wish you the best, but you gotta really, really put the vibration out, like real positive vibrations at night. Say, yes, I want this job. Yes, I want this job. I want to be called back. And be vocal. Put the vibration into the universe so it can reiterate and bounce back. You know what I mean? That's what it does. It's like a bat sonar. The bats fly and they can like dodge and deke and everything else, just with their sonar, right? Do like a 95 or 45 degree angle, zoom straight up and then sideways and all kinds of different things. You know, that's what you're kind of doing. You're spreading it over a little, all over the place, and making a mess. So stick with one option, one idea, and work on one at a time, because that's just going to confuse you even more. It's going to confuse you. Okay, so there's a lot of balance going on now on the channel. I have yet to have my cards flumber on me, but they're going nicely together. So everybody that's in a partnership, your relationship is showing signs of renewal. That's what I'm feeling, that two people are coming to terms with their situation and accepting it for what it is, and not having to worry about it. Okay, feeling secure enough in your relationship to continue it. Right, you always got to feel secure in your relationship. All right, so I'm not too sure. Oh, I'll grab my little mouse here. So Daisy from Hiram just tuning into. Welcome. Oh, hi there. Hang on, I just have to send this. Oh, hey, KYK, nice to see you. Welcome back. You made it back, did you? Oh, man. I didn't even get to say hi to you. Oh, you're just stopping in to say hi. Well, hi, buddy. Love you. Hope you come back and hang out with us some more. We miss you. We can't do it all alone over here, you know. We've got to have some of our good peeps out here, too. So make sure you, don't forget about, you know, the peeps over here. And thanks for showing up, though, darling. It's great. I'm really happy. That's awesome. It's so nice to see old faces. There was another person I was mentioning. Who has anybody seen? Oh shoot, Phantom Punk. He's not been around for a long time either. I haven't seen him. He used to come by all the time and be like hanging out and stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time. I think he's. I don't know what's going on with him. I wonder if he's okay. If everything's okay. But KYK, hey, what's up? What's up, my brother? You my onion. Can we make some onion rings? I want to hang out with my onion. Only my onion. I only need one onion. One onion, please. But I make killer onion rings, so, you know. Just don't even worry about it. I got your back covered with awesome onion rings. It's cool. I will one day be back. I appreciate very much. You appreciate me coming to your channel. Love, peace, and light. Yes! And don't forget, we also have Discord there that you can come and visit at. If we're not here on YouTube, you can come to Discord. The link, Daisy, can you put the link in quickly for KYK in regards to the Discord channel that he can sign up and join our crew over there? It's www.discord.gg /TARZY2 Who's dipping what in ranch sauce? So I'm going to send the link to you. And you can go sign up whenever you feel like, I guess. But I'll try to get this in before you bounce out. Yeah, there's a link that you can link on that, KYK, for the actual Discord chat. We have it over there. I haven't been really there. I'm usually like there later in the evening. Being that the reading's going late tonight, I'll probably be there at any time after. Who, me? No, I'm not leaving anywhere. I'm still here. I'm still hanging. I still, you know, getting things done here. Who was wanting a reading anyway? My medication's making my mouth really dry. What the hell? That's what I hate about this. You get like dry mouth and dehydrated really fast. Okay, we can do this for you. Um, it's only going to be a short one. We're not really doing like the long ones unless the cards jump out like they have been in bundles. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on for KYK. I mean, sorry, Spiritual Goddess of Enlightenment would like to know what's going on in her life, what she should be focusing her energy with. Doing healing, energy cleansing, clearing of the energy. Alright, let's see what we got here. Give it a bit of a shuffle. Okay, so now I gotta feel over the cards here. And that one, and this one. Wow, so you're just new to this, I'm thinking. Spiritual Goddess of Enlightenment. You've got the Hangman. You have the Hermit. And then you have the Page of Wands in reverse. So there's going to be some kind of message coming through. Now that you're an enlightened being, there's spirit animal guides that are coming forward and revealing themselves to people. And people don't even notice that there's an actual sign, symbolic meaning to whether a crow flies in your way, and being aware of what's going on around you is really important to the fact that you don't want to get caught off guard. Because what happens when you get caught off guard is things happen. It's almost like you decided to go down road A, but then you realize that you were supposed to go B and can't change now. Your decisions are set in what you want them to be. You're not taking anything from anybody, but you're understanding, your friends, your family, the dynamic within people, with being enlightened and more aware, right? See, he's getting, he's pretty chill down there, right? He's hanging okay. He's not like in suffering or anything by any means. There's no suffering going on there. It's just a different perspective, different perspective from if he was standing like this, than if he was standing like this. It's all about the perception, right? So if you're pursuing your life and you're doing what's good for you, it shouldn't matter about anybody else. But, you're being led somewhere. Somebody is illuminating a path choice for you. The Hermit is revealing it to me as being a choice into which part of your life do you want to go through. You want to go through the light, you want to go through the dark, you want to enter the light through the dark. You have the options available to either stay, kind of in the middle of the road with the dark and the light, or light and dark, light and dark energy. You have an option to be, but having it illuminated. Oh, well, there you go. There. Now that's something to be proud of. Okay. So, this could be a young energy that you may want to connect with that's younger, maybe slightly younger than you, or it might be a few years younger than you. But then we have this card showing up for you, the Nine of Pentacles, showing you walking into the garden gate like every other woman that gets this card has the same thing going on. It's all about the bomb. You know what I mean? Like the sex appeal that you show. You're more confident in yourself. You're willing to let people see you for truly the beauty that you are. And you know how to show it off and do it all, and be able to be a well-adjusted, well-rounded energy before you go into your, the final stages of clearing out this energy. You're an independent person. You become independent over a period of time. Whereas before, maybe you were the more controlling one in a relationship where you wouldn't kind of see eye to eye in the relationship. Sorry. But you're not too concerned. You have no cares in the world. You're very carefree energy. You're young. You want to have fun. You want to go and enjoy and see what the world has to offer, is what you really want to see. And this whole new beginning coming through think of this as like a little portal, from the old you to the new you. Okay, so keep this thought in your head that you're walking through the garden gate, whether this be, created by you or created by your mind. Allow it to happen. Just allow the transformation. Like you'll have a lot of choices coming through to you, right? You have the honor of all the men, and you got that little sex appeal going on. You're using that to your benefit. Okay, use that to your benefit. All right, so let's get an outcome card, please, Spirit, for this. What's the outcome? Oh. So the outcome... Oh, what is it? I can't even read that. What the heck? My eyesight is going bad. That's another thing that happened with this medication, is that my eyesight went really wonky to where I have to wear like little glasses like this. Oh, the 501. So there's still some battling going on. Some, not really battling between people, but battling with the internal self and allowing it to, attack itself, under the note that it's defending itself, right? It's a weird thing that kind of goes on in someone. But as far as an animal is concerned, we have people that are protecting us, guides and everything that we don't get to see. I've heard another shaman that I go to every once in a while and talk with him, have words with him. He's even said he's seen the dragons, and he sent me his dragon that my house would start looking red in certain areas, like the lighting would go red. And I was just like, no way, really? And it did. It literally went red. When I would take pictures, it went to a red tinge, and so I knew that he wasn't bullshitting me, right? So, even if I could show you the videos of mine. It has been following me since my past life. Like, I should be probably sitting my ass down, being the right hand to the devil, doing spell crafting and everything in a past life. Not a good thing. Really, it's not. Let alone doing it now, currently, especially when we have a lot more newbies trying to stir the pots on magic, and then it blows up, or it comes back as a karmic debt, or, a realization that, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Now we have to go and get some serious help. What did we create? What did we do? You opened a portal is what you did to, the underbelly of the beast. I noticed that on one of my apps that I have, it's like a shopping, like online neighborhood shopping list, like shopping group. And I said this in dreams before, in sessions here before, that when there's one game that I really wish they would ban. And that being said, the thing that should be banned here, I'm going to have a smoke while I'm talking to you guys. Give me one sec. All right. So, and just, I couldn't believe that somebody was actually selling a Ouija board. Has anybody here played with an Ouija board before? Has anybody used a Ouija board? And then I'm going to get to you, spiritual goddess. This is something that I always, oh, did we do the bottom of the card for you? I don't think we did. Yeah, we did. Okay. Yeah, so assets frozen. And there's a King of Cups in reverse. And then we have Temperance. What a glorious evening. This is a great evening. It really is. It gets better. It gets better. It's like we're going to turn on this spirit box. Trying to keep my cool. Yeah, just focus on you and the positive people that are in your life that bring you up, and, try to, like hanging out with someone that's going to get you into trouble and have arguments with is toxic. I wouldn't want to be there either. So make sure you put out to the university. I would like to have, more positive people in my life. I would like to have, some really solid friends that I can count on, or something like that. You know what I mean? And just say it out loud. It'll happen. It's called, like, what I like to call wind talking, and meaning that you speak it and it gets carried on the wind. Okay? So it's like spiritual, it's like the smoke off a cigarette, or the smoke signal from a fire. It's sending a message, right? It's delivering the message for you, and what it does, right? So be very selective, be very careful of what you're wishing for. Make sure you have all the details in place for when you do, and things will work out in the best suited manner that the universe has, for you to experience, right? When it's hot, I'm at a loss for words right now. My mouth is so dry and I can't even talk. Like, I don't even want to drink water. I hate water. I'm stuck here drinking water. It's gross. I hate it. It's disgusting. I've never liked it. Bottled water or nothing at all. I don't like drinking fish fuck. No thanks. It's called fish fuck. It's where fish have sex and we drink it. Filtered or not filtered, it's gross. So you're okay. So I'm trying to move out of my room. Well, that's the best you can do. Just keep your dignity intact and leave with a smile on your face. You know, the choice in within the situation. I feel that you are. I would say, like just hearing your comments and stuff. I would say that maybe you're just at the very beginning, or you're at the part for the separation part from your twin flame, whatever you want to call it. I don't really get into twin flames. I really don't know. But a soul connection, deja vu, all that stuff, bizarre stuff. Yes, it happened, and I know because it happened in my reality and somebody else's reality, halfway around the world in the UK, can also vouch for me doing this channeling for this spirit that was trapped in the lighthouse, that they were doing a paranormal thing on in the UK. She's a lovely lady. She's an awesome. She taught me everything I needed to know and understand, and allowed me to grow into that person that she wanted me to take the lessons and deal with it, right, and live my life, and do it and take it and run with it. She said, you're awesome at it. You should take more pride into your work. And so I decided. It took me 6 months to decide to actually come onto YouTube here and actually do the readings, but you know, it's great because um, looking at life through a different set of eyes than what your perception or anybody else's perception is going to be, but finding that connection with each individual to be able to pull cards is my most sacred thing that I do. Right, that's how I stay connected. I'm not disconnected from society. I'm not disconnected from people or places or things. I always have connections, whether it be in this dimension or be spirit guided, right? Um, what else? I did actually have such a rough year last year. I was going through PTSDs last year, and it was because of the the street that I do live on is right before our main intersection. There was one night that we sat here, and I had gone into the washroom, and my partner was standing in the kitchen, and we were going to get ready to watch a movie and just hang out. And all of a sudden, it sounded like it went tunk, tunk, tunk. And I thought somebody was kicking our door in, like kicking our door out, like banging really hard. It wasn't. It was a truck, a little short box. I don't know. It was like a Dakota or something like that. Had gone end over end over end, and it landed half a block up the road. So it must have, been going at a clipping, a significant amount of speed, and then to hit something and then literally launch it into a end-to-end rollover halfway up the street blew my mind. And the intersection that I cross, even just to go to the store, gives me anxiety for the simple fact that we've been almost run over there in that intersection. People aren't paying attention on their phones and whatever, right? So we are, you know, how to say that, right? Um, all right. Well, if you can, just try to keep your head up and just be grateful that you actually can leave the situation, because sometimes people aren't have a little bit more experience on a negative note, right? Then maybe the partner is not letting them move, or they're trying to be in a control spot. But if you can get out from the toxic environment, then by all means, I would wish you all the best with that. That's the best place to start moving to, right? Positive, higher vibration people that have a little bit more up here than, just a simple person. Your personal experiences as well will change. Like when they say fall away, it does fall away. It does. The people I hang out with, I haven't been hanging out with them in years, and even giving them a call up, and they're like, "Oh, come over and have a beer." It's like, nah, I don't feel like it. Whereas before, I'd be like, "Sure, I'm on my way," not even having a care in the world. But now, having the ODEs or OBEs, and doing these readings for you guys, it really opens my eyes even bigger that I'm serving my purpose here, and I'm grateful for it. Every minute of the day that I'm given, it makes me more grateful, right? So every day starts with a good cup of coffee, and every day ends with a nice mantra session for yourself, or listen to some meditation music. Doesn't have to be a long one. Check out the ones that are like 15 minutes, whatever, guided. This is my recommendation for new beginners that are learning how to read. How to do meditation. All right. It's not really that hard. There are some precautionary stuff that you want to know if you're going into the more advanced stuff. From my experience, I wouldn't do it. I would start at the bottom. Definitely start at the bottom, because when you start at the advanced, it's gonna erase some crazy ass shit to your spiritual awakening that you may not be ready for. I know I wasn't when I heard mine. I was not ready for it, and it's still not even in the game plan, because it's not happening. It's past what I was told by my spirit guide. It's already done. To the situation of communicating with my daughters. They're like awesome kids. I love them to death, and they've kind of been listening to their dad too much, saying that I'm a nut job and this and that. And he just totally ruins my image in front of them all the time. So it's like, why be part of something that you've gone and destroyed just by verbalizing it, and they're not wanting to come, right? So every day is a challenge. It is, and when you give birth to somebody, a child or four children, and have an absolute, there's no respect or dignity, or amount of love that I could give, is never going to change it, unfortunately. My son has chosen his direction, and he's been very good at keeping it from me. But I think I've figured out why he doesn't talk a lot about situations. And I'm going to share it here because it's my son. Okay. Um, I never thought in all my years, okay, living in the city that I live in, not seeing, oh yeah, when I get around to doing some readings here, I'm just having a moment with my crew, my family over here, because sometimes I got to vent some days, and just to get it out there. And when you don't have people that understand it, um, they don't know how to help you or assist you. Simple as that. Um, which is really unfortunate. It really is. No support in any means from my partner, and I'm feeling like we've grown away from each other now. Like, he's great to be around, as like real, to have a couple laughs with, but he's not ready for spiritual awakening. He's nowhere near it. He'd rather still tinker on things and build his bikes from scratch, and all these kind of things that really, they don't produce anything to me. It's not contributing very much to the relationship. So I've taken a step back from him, and that's all I can say on that one. But it is what it is. So if you have love and you really feel um, like there's something better for you, there probably is. And I'm just saying that because I've uh, I've always kind of sometimes thought after doing something, right? Yeah, so I know, Daisy. Sometimes you just gotta vent it, and I appreciate it. Sometimes you guys let me vent it here. It's great, but it's a humbling experience when you actually realize that on the spiritual path, you don't have to have any relationship with anybody. You can have open relationship, friendships, whatever you want to call your relationships, is your decision, right? And because one person doesn't have, a lot of, you know, people that they really hang with or, do anything with, um, but wants to be with me 24/7, right? It's very difficult for me to get any work done because he doesn't want to be on camera. I don't want to be doing this when he's home, but I do. I keep moving on my path, and he's listening to other readers, which is fine. It doesn't bother me any, you know, because he's listening to the ones that I think are coming loud and clear to me that it should be ending. that this relationship should be over. It should have been 4 years ago, right? So with that said, I get some more water. Oh, we got juice in the freezer. Oh, I forgot, you guys. Hang on with me for a minute. 1 minute. Give me a second here. I forgot we bought juice. I forgot I even bought juice for the other day. Because I'm always complaining I have nothing to drink. Yeah, I'll put some juice over here. That's the idea. One second, I just gotta get my juice cup here filled up. Totally forgot about my juice. I totally forgot. I have juice. Alright, there we go. We're good to go. Alright. So where were we? I forgot. Oh, back to that conversation, right? I got sidetracked again. A lot going on up here. It's the Ouija board. Because what happens if people bring things through without being knowledgeable of what they're, manifesting or interacting with, right? It's very, it's had bad names for it for years since I was little. And it was a very selective game. But that game in itself doesn't become a game, it becomes an addiction. It's scary. It was scary when I did it. Never want to touch one ever again. My partner had one show up at his front door, and the whole house went like crazy for the whole time that it was there. He opened the front door, and there was a Ouija board that was burnt sitting on his patio. And everything just kind of went really fucking weird after that. He said in the house. So yeah, so I don't like using them. I don't need to use them. Somebody that has the knowledge like myself to use one, I wouldn't have a problem. But this is like in the kids section of the department store. Like go sell your kid a spirit. Demonic connections usually come through the Ouija board. Not too many good ones do. They're overburdened by the evil, or they're overran, so they can't advance. And that's basically how those demonic forces have like first priority. If I turn on my spirit box, you can actually hear them opening a door and hearing people screaming bloody murder, and it closing when my spirit guides allow one person through, or another soul gets to either go in, or one soul is coming out of that dimension, right? And that's what I perceive it to be. And it's very it's come to a realization for me that there is something below, and it could be trapped souls. Maybe the souls hadn't left the actual body before it was laid to rest. Is my kind of wondering if that's what's happening, that the energies that are attached to those bones, or what I mean, like the plots where they passed away and they were massed in gravesites and everything, you wouldn't think of it to being as a soul being trapped, right, when they were buried, or laid to rest, more or less, right? And that's what I'm kind of been pondering over in my head lately, is what if this is the reality, that this is it, there's nothing at the end of that rainbow to find. What is there at the end but death? It's the only thing that I'm even looking forward to the day I die. I seriously am, because it can't get more mundane than being here sometimes, right? They have a lot more fun, it seems like, on the other side. So, I hang out with them. We're gonna hang out with them. We're gonna start this one up. We're gonna do the afterlife box for you guys to see. Just the new viewers don't actually, um, don't actually get to hear this a lot of the times, right? So we are going to play with the spirit box. So who's all game for the spirit box? If you're touchy about, this is just a warning ahead of time. What you may hear from the spirit box is how do you say? You'll understand it, but this is definitely not something that you want to have or be doing when you don't have the knowledge. Okay, it's a very scary threshold to be skating on when you start doing spirit communication and not doing it in the right manner. That's why you get so many angry spirits throwing shit and everything. I would too. If somebody was coming and hunting me and wouldn't let me rest in peace and just let me live in this dimension in a spiritual note, I would get mad too and start throwing shit across the room or spinning someone's head, or you know what I mean. I would get tired of being asked that. Can you move something? I'll fucking move something. I'll chuck it right at your head. You know what I mean? Don't bug me. I'm a spirit. I'm trying to enjoy my afterlife. And that's the way it is. It's enjoying your life while you have it, and then you get to go and enjoy it in the spirit life, which I want to have a damn good clean record of my karmic debts, and that's why I don't get involved with the black magic no more. I don't want any marks against me because I'm not reincarnating this time. There's no way. If I was to be reincarnated to anything, I would have done it by now. I definitely would have done it the night that I was being choked out in my kitchen. Definitely should have been then. I felt it. I was like close to experiencing the energy coming through. I ended up feeling I was in a coffin, but I knew that I was in my bed. I did a check for which dimension I was in. I could feel my bed below me. Okay, so I knew that I wasn't totally leaving my body as in death-wise. But I was guided by my actual guides that don't reveal themselves because they don't need to. They know that I understand them. I don't need a name for spirits or guides. It's for everybody else that they're working for, and it's something else. It's really, really hard to fathom sometimes. There was a lot of dark, like they do the shadow people they talk about in the actual reading. That is real. The real thing is finding that you're disassociating with certain types of energies, and that means like energetic people vibrating wise. That you're changing yours. It's a gradual adjustment. It's like a chiropractor, doing an adjustment on your back because it's kind of a healthy thing to do, and keep on top of your bones and all that kind of stuff, right? Being aware though, it can, if you start with those farther ones, the advanced ones can actually really screw you up and make you really feel like you're losing your mind. Yeah, well, I saw it being advertised here at Walmart one year. I forgot I mentioned it, but we haven't seen them. And then I saw on this selling app that somebody else was actually selling one. I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. Okay, so here we go. We got the spirit box going now. So we're gonna hang out with the spirit box for about half an hour now. It's 1:20. We've been going for an hour 28 minutes. So we're gonna let the spirit box go for about half an hour. See if we can get anybody coming through. And see. Lady. Okay, so lady. Who are you talking about? What lady? Veronica. Lady Veronica. That's and they even will give you names from like past. So I always look it up sometimes. So Lady Veronica. Okay, so who's Lady Veronica? Who's Lady Veronica?
What's the feel? The mind.
Interfere with.
God. Right.
What is this?
Some other.
Or
What does Lady Veronica mean?
I must go.
I say to me
Okay.
that no word
Lady Veronica, that's from Genie, Alberti's Incubus.
Indeed.
Your age caused your
Let's check out this pedigree that's showing up here about this Lady Veronica that they're talking about, and seeing if it has any correlation to that one.
To allow for the resolution of lawsuits.
as he was.
Search among the books and
To think Christ Jesus
hire all tenants to
play it with caution.
Yeah, I play with caution all the time. It's boring that way. So who do we have here anyway? Where is everybody tonight, you guys?
the country. Just
Free from the law.
This are Latino. Or work, giving me.
In the flesh.
It's a
Was going in the wrong direction.
I know that. August 24th.
No horseman by
Stream. Oh, my stream, yeah. No, I was just looking some stuff up because I was kind of wondering.
across the blue puck.
Some of the names on here are actually pretty crazy. I know that on my genealogy, I have somebody that's like the knight. It's almost like a knight. Can't remember knight.
For need.
What is it? They call them an earl or something like that. An earl. But I have one of those far back in my history as well. That was actually to. Who was it for? That was for King Henry. One of the King Henrys. That he was actually like a footman, security kind of dude for Henry the whatever. I don't even know which one it was, but I screenshotted it, but I left it on my other drive, so I have to get it off the other drive and post it sometime.
Hitting his leg.
But yeah, let's see if hi Spirit Bike, Spirit Guides, Oracles, whatever you want, come on through and give us something to play with today.
Hello.
Here.
Singular illusion.
During what season? Alright, so we're gonna just kind of chill here. I'm just gonna have a little bit of a drink and a smoke break, and then we'll get back
Ours in
to
the west.
getting these guys to interact with our readings as well.
Doubly
Like we've
deceived
done.
was
Move. You move. You move. I'm sitting here. I don't have to move anywhere. It's my house. You move. Outside. My house. Not you. The other one. I ain't moving nowhere. Nowhere, no how.
It was imperative. He describes.
Alright, so let's see what's going on in chat here. You guys really doing any?
this point, but there was an inviting
Yeah, no, it was considered to be an because too many people were causing with it, and it was getting intense. I remember seeing those. That was back probably when I was like 7, 8 years old, 10, and people just take it and don't understand what they're going to be pulling through that portal, because once it gets through, and the portal stays long enough, it stays in this dimension, and can raise all kind of havoc. But they were pulling up weird names and everything, and everybody's questioning each other. Did you push it? And it was like, no, it wasn't me that pushed it.
in the office.
What note am I supposed to give? I have it. Oh, so the other thing is,
Not only that,
what I'm going to do is I'm going to look
For
into
the rest-
tomorrow to make it easier so that people can pay for their readings. I'm getting one of those portable POS stations that you put your card into and you swipe it or whatever. I'm going to be getting one of those,
who have the
because I need to have something, that goes interactively to my bank and stuff. It saves me the headache of having to handle the cash. I can just do my deposits once a day and whatever, right? So anyways, I was listening to an actual video. I forgot to write it down. I must have fell asleep in it. But it's called 8 Levels and Power of the Angels. It's something interesting and might be interesting for all of us to experience and maybe look into it. But angels and their 8 levels in power and how they
No.
use it.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, whoa,
Dark
whoa,
blue
whoa,
flower.
whoa, whoa. It said Veronica, right? It said Veronica, and look what page I turned to. And look at the name that's on it. Veronica. And I just turned to the page. That's how weird. Weird? Is it weird? I don't know.
Seeds for
To me it is.
Let's read the
Synchronicities just don't
Rather
happen
loudly,
like that
I
much. Out of all the names in the world, I have to say I have the same one as Veronica that we were just talking to. Lady Veronica. Jane Louis. I don't know. Yeah, so if
before I have
you have any good ideas or experiences that you want to share or be part of, the interactive part, by all means, I'm going to probably go to Discord so everybody can ask it questions and get, their own questions answered. So
towards morning.
I don't consider it really anything. Consider living? What? Consider living where? Here? With you? I don't know. I haven't made you out whether you're a good guy or bad guy. Which are you? Are you one of them or are you one of us?
a study.
This is how we do.
Subject to vanish. I'll make a connection with. See the red house straight.
Okay, come on. Tell me about what I'm missing living. What I should be living. Okay.
Disposal when in love.
Of God.
So it's been a good day. Anyways, we got a lot done.
Out sentences.
Spanish.
I found
In ourselves.
So Valerie, why are you laughing so much? What about Spanish?
Europe.
But
Channeling, yes. We are channeling right now. Are we going to channel some more? Who are you going to let me challenge? Who is going to come to my challenge of my channeling tonight? Let's get this started. That's what we're waiting for. When does it happen? Who is it happening to?
I had to sit in a cabin
present. Because I'm the sea.
We'll see. Well, get a right. Get
full
your.
of beauty of it.
Recording by.
Yeah, we're recording. You guys know that every time I go.
It
Radio.
Radio. Table. Yes, we're on the table.
October 23rd.
You're at the table. Yes, recording. So if you see it right there, that's what it's for. Say hello. Say goodbye. Say whatever you want. But say something. Woohoo! Like my glasses. Cheesy little glasses. Okay, so after,
According to Flesh,
Real estate has skyrocketed.
yeah, the real estate has. How would you know? You're new. What's your name? We don't have a match. Match who? Match who?
but the mind of
Do you want a match? Here.
not his wood, it's how.
I have match. Match what? Let's go for match. Alright, so anyways,
As we saw a little town.
And peace.
Daisy wants one. Okay, yes, we could do that for you, my Daisy, of course. My moderator. My lovely little moderator. Energy check. Alright, so this is for Daisy. Do you want me to use the feminine, the masculine, or did you want a different deck?
On to sweep the up. Two protesters.
French. No, we don't have a French deck. Sorry. And I'm not speaking in French. Oh, wrench. Don't have one of those either.
Brown hats.
Don't understand
Light.
but they're going to be going through that point. And the stillness struck.
Alright. Okay. Alrighty, Miss Daisy. Daisy, my onion.
Portal, 'cause once
Not my
it
unknown,
gets
it's
through,
my onion.
and the portal stays long enough, it's
So how is that, your onion, how is the Onionville going?
dwells
in general.
Right?
Bill, he'd have to tell.
What is going on for Miss Daisy lately? Daisy's been balanced. Daisy's been working hard. Wants some direction. Taking
People who are sitting
taking
on the
more advantage, taking a better or more of an advantage on things that are happening in your life. You're actually learning from the experience and understanding that it's all an experience. You know, you don't get to take it with you when you die anyway. So why not enjoy it while you can actually have a communication with
They
people?
also should.
Right? I'm not a big fan on communication because I communicate with so many different things. It kind of just, after a while it's like, okay, I need to rest. Like this is, intuition's kicking in now. There we go.
Bryce tour.
All right, what's going on here?
You'll see
Spirit
the red
guides?
house.
What's going on for energy for Miss Daisy? And look at that. Oh. Do you want the ones from the bottom, from the cell, or do you want me to leave them? Do you want them in, or do you want the 4 that fell not to be in?
Tweet.
Do you want the bottom, the 4 that jumped, or do you want different ones? You want them in? Okay, we're bringing them in. All right, so let's see. Bottom of the deck is the moon. So you're searching for something, and you're not quite sure where to look, or you're trying to actually maneuver and be independent with whatever you're seeking. That you're an independent person. You don't like to be attached to someone. You work better off alone with small. You'd rather be working on the by yourself, right?
Prepossessing. 1970s.
But it's like
Word was legible.
the moon card here is showing there's 2 wolves in the background, if you can see them right here. So is she looking for something, an item, or is she looking for more wolves, or is there somebody approaching her?
Both.
Of God.
It's not sure. That's kind of what's going on with that little. Let's put this on the top of the deck. So the moon card. Okay, so the first one is out is the Chariot in reverse. So really, you're not wanting to really move in any direction, but you're having to weigh, each side to be able to decide the direction you want to go. So you're stagnant. You're stopped. You're not moving forward. You're not moving back. You're just kind of stuck right there, and it's hard to get over this next little lump, that you might be having to come into. Then you get the Star card in reverse. So balancing is kind
Learning
of
that I
off.
was in.
But making wishes and fulfilling your end of the bargain kind of thing. Then you have the 10 of Wands, so closing out and carrying all your burdens with you. When you actually close out your number 10, leave some of it behind because you can't take it with you.
Laughing
Everything's
the
going
next
to be provided for you, like the journey that you're headed on. You'll be provided quite comfortably. And then we have the 4 of Cups where, somebody's upset. Somebody's depressed. And somebody doesn't really want to talk about it. You just don't want to talk. But we are all listening and taking a friendly ear to it and listening, because that's what is required of us. Not to open our mouths and give judgment calls,
To the
but just to be
climbed over.
freeze. Yeah, basically freeze yourself from having to um, push this person any further than what they already are having to deal with. Right? Always try to bring the person away, back in from depression, and allow them to show that you care. You're here. You're compassionate. You need to work on that, and I'm here whenever you need me. To even bend an ear whenever you want to. Um, then you have the wheel of the year, which is in reverse, because there's so much going on with you right now, um, Daisy, that a lot of things might feel like they're not coming, or you're finding that you're really stuck. Seeing as we got 4 reverse cards out of 6, um, and trying to move forward is very difficult. I'm thinking that maybe there's something that's drawing you back, that's keeping you kind of bogged down. Um, maybe it's a lack of sleep, lack of energy, lack of friendships, or just really wanting to move forward again, right? Are you really wanting to move? Adjust into be a better clients worker, right? You got to pay attention in the background too. But it wants to go, like it's willing to go, but you have to drop some of the baggage.
For the Borgo.
Okay, you've got to take this baggage and deal with it. Send it to where it is, take it out to the sea and throw them overboard, whatever. Well, you need to get rid of them, because they're going to do nothing but hamper your growth. Because this is all extra baggage that you have brought to this point, home with you, into this existence for your sole benefit. Whether you use them or not, that was up to you. Okay, that was up to you spiritually to be able to deal with that. And that's what they're requesting, that you need to start focusing and not doing for so much for others, but to be honorable with what you do, right? With the wands there and the swords, it's a lot of your creativity going, sideways, right? But you're still carrying the damn burden. I don't know why you're not getting rid of that, Daisy, because it's slowing you down. It's in the right way up, so maybe that's what you need to focus on. Maybe that's what it's telling us, that, okay, so these ones are in their upright. Then we're going to work on the next one and go on to the next one. And these might be your stepping stones, like your learning lessons that you maybe need to learn to let go. Let go and let, whatever it is, manifest with your help. Because you're a very strong-souled person. And most people, can't see. Most people lift that kind of weight. You know what I mean? Bringing everything with you. You can take what's important and leave the rest. I definitely would, kind of reevaluate what you're taking with you in regards to your move, if you happen to decide to move this time. But yeah, so you haven't been yourself for, I would say, a little while. Since the last time we did a read on you, your energy wasn't doing as well. I feel like there's a bit of movement here. I don't feel a lot of movement, but you're sitting with a good understanding as to what's going on and what you need to work on. But sometimes we get sidetracked, just like the rest of us, and we forget what our purpose is and how to get through these situations. Is we have to experience them and move forward, right? Regardless of what it's done at us or done for us, whether it be positive or negative, it still has to be resolved. Okay, for your spirit energy wise, for you to be able to move and maneuver and not feel so stressed out. You can be carefree again and just having a good old time. But you're also not letting yourself. You're focusing your energy on what could be.
She's not God.
I'm not God. No, I'm not. I never said I was. But yeah, you've got a lot of strong cards here. But a lot of
Expecting you.
Well, I'm here. Where are you? But I feel this Four of Cups is right in the middle of what the cards are. So it could be somebody's not interested in the information, or didn't like what they hear, so they're going to throw a tantrum and pretend like everything's shitty and things aren't moving happily along, right? When that's in reverse, it could be the obvious, right? That this person is learning, right?
But the thickness of the
and allowing you to be there to, you know, talk to him and get him to understand certain things in your life and overall energy. So you had ooh, Knight of Wands
according
after the
to
Ten of
Flash.
Wands show up. Is this the earth or air energy that we're seeing with a bit of fire and earth, air, and fire? So do you know somebody that has this kind of energy flowing within them? Because that's like a lot. That's like a whole shebang.
Elderly
That's kind of
man in
like
white,
asking a
according to
Scorpio to reveal
acting
himself
over.
under a different sign. That's why I'm feeling that this card could be a like how do you say? It is a morphotizer where, you know, you can change into anything and be like a chameleon at any given time, right? So just be careful of this person coming because they could be deceiving. They could be everything you want one minute, not the next. You know, like there's a lot of repetitive toxic energy still coming through that hasn't been reviewed or been able to escape. Right,
Beautiful
so
land.
be careful of
A
that.
new
Be
world.
careful of the males that are coming towards you
But
that,
anyhow,
that
he
might
would-
be a little overbearing. Maybe somebody with an air sign, but see, there's a little bit of earth and there's a little bit of fire, but there's mostly the air. Like that's the sky, right? So that's where the air
Details. You see
This present
beings,
time.
that's where they go, right? And then you have a bit of a
New grass
fire
spindle.
looking here on this side, and then you've got kind of like a grassy area here that's got a little barn in the background as, you know, more earth energy, but earth, air, wind, or earth, air, wind, or fire, sorry.
by the
So,
straggling and
you know.
With
So you have good things coming towards you, but you just have to keep trudging at healing that energy, Daisy. You know, if there's any way that I can help you with the healing, we can go and talk privately. You know, I'll give you my phone number. We can talk over the phone. It might be a little bit easier there for you, a little bit privater.
merely made a
You know, so
circle.
we can figure out what's going on here for you. And I'm doing this, and anybody else that wants to complain that I'm giving Daisy a free reading, she is one of my moderators, and she has been with me since the beginning. So she is one of my most dedicated little workers for helping me out on my channel. So
University
I'll
of-
make sure that, you know,
This
my
is his
moderators
wood.
are taken care of spiritually and physically, the best of my know-how. Okay, so you know everybody else is getting them. I think my moderator is deserving of this reading. Okay, so we'll go into an in-depth one, I think, Daisy, but we're gonna wait until we can go privately. I know I can do that on Discord, or I'll exchange my phone number. I'll send you my phone number, you send me yours, or via email or Hangouts I use. There's lots of different ways to get a hold of me. Right, so if you ever feel
Pretended
like
that
you
he
need
could be
more
saved in
direction, we'll go deeper, 100%.
His horse.
But it gets intense. Okay, I'll just say that much. I just want to say that, you know, just don't focus your energy too much into
frightening
it.
sort of.
Allow it to kind of fester in its own little world, like its own little cooking pot type thing. Don't bug it. Don't, you know, spiritually try to disengage it. Don't get too wrapped up in it.
Simply refuse.
There's so many reasons. Aha.
Streets.
Spook.
There's the souls. Did you hear the souls screaming for their life?
Predestinated.
Okay, I'm back.
Or rather, supper.
Sorry guys, I just had to go and make sure my door was locked. So all those voices that you're hearing, they kind of represent what's, you know, like what hell would be. You know, everybody clamoring at the door that, you know, lets them in and out, and to pick that kind of energy up is it kind of makes me weird, right? It freaks me out sometimes because it can happen at my house too. It's like you know, I don't allow too many through, and I learned that from, you know, bringing like furniture from somebody else's house. A lot of the attachments
How
to
shall
that
the little
furniture
boy begin?
are bigger
This
than
was
you
the
know.
growth.
And those are the ones you have fun with. But you also get the good with the bad. You just have to weed them out just like a troll, you know. But I let people come here, be themselves, let them hang out, you know, in like a little bubble,
Stop.
right? So yes, we include you. Yes, it's included. Of course, you guys can be here. And then when they're, you know, and then I'll get like the feeling that I need to clear the energy from my house, from spirit realm, that they're ready to roll over and just go with the flow. I'll take them for a little jaunt around the park, and it was like one time I was walking them down the street, and there was like I'd seen this same park down in Richmond, Virginia, and it has a cemetery on the side, but it's the exact same layout as the park that's by my house. So whenever I go past that point on the park, it's like I feel like, you know, animation of little people behind me jumping into like little into each groove. You know what I mean? Into each grave. And so there's like boom, 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 and then they're all lying down, and then they just get covered with dirt, right? They just pull the blanket back. You know what I mean? That's what I picture in my head, but that's the feeling that I do get, is that they're jumping off. They're jumping off my back and into where they could remember. Maps in the library. I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to actually get the overlay and show you guys how phenomenal this is, and how very confusing it can be if you're a spirit, because you're the intersection that's right at my house is the exact same intersection and park, kitty corner to my house, and the streets line up. We have another major street that lines up with Washington. You can overlay them, and it's an exact match. Yeah, it's interesting when you actually want to get into, I think, more of the Mandela effect, but I think more of the conspiracy theory. You know, I had this app, and it was like an advisor, right? An advising app, giving me like good mantras and everything. And
Day of the sentencing.
I tell you.
And once again, he tried.
No, never again. Never again. The energy was just too out there for me to even grasp it. But at the same point, you know, it was, you know, I had to go the long way to get to where I am today. It took me 5 years. And there isn't anything I would change, mind you. You know, getting my children to understand what I do is very difficult when they don't want to, you know, even take it into perspective. Right? But hey, it's good. It's all good for me. Okay, so Angel A, is it? Okay, so I wanted to know how Caleb feels about me. Okay, so is she the only reader that we have? Section.
All day flash cannot please.
All right, you guys, give me something to work with here, not just hearing the, you know, the radio going in the background. Like, seriously, enough's enough. Get to work. Don't make me have to get all mad in your asses. Any of you. Oh, I'm certain on that. That's a definite certain. You guys will be flying by the seat of your pants out there in the cold, cold world.
When I talk over my...
Shall quicken your...
We're on right now.
And he hurriedly took another...
Alright, so let's see what's going on. Angel A and Caleb. Let's see. What do we got in store? String? Where's the string? Go find the string then.
Account of his...
Alright. To be honest with you, and I don't sugarcoat my information, I think this person is going to have an affair. It's going to come back to you. It's with somebody that's younger. He is out, you know, looking over the horizon for the next best thing. I don't sugarcoat it. I'm just telling you how the cards are. So this is the first card. So there's the him looking out yonder, looking for something to arrive.
He describes what happened.
Making a lot of movement, but this person is going to end up coming towards him. So you may be kind of filling the draw. Then we have the Page of Wands. He's just a carefree spirit, just wants to get moving and enjoy life. You know, this is probably what the masculine energy is wishing to be able to do, is just to be able to go back and have his youthful time, youthful days where he could make different decisions, right? And then we have the sun energy, which is definitely a young energy coming through. Right? So whether it be I'm not sure where this party would be coming from though.
Above.
Above. Oh, it's the. This is
I'm
talking
not.
about the energy above
Out of
in the spiritual part.
self.
There you go. So above, and it is. It's kind of like it's like a how they portray heaven to be so glorious and beautiful and everything just shines, sparkles and gleaming. You know what I mean? Like it's
World is
different,
gathered in.
right? It's different.
It's common in the military.
I don't know if that's what it's like. I got a different experience when I went for my near death experience. Taken up with a little pudgy, like Cupid the cloud, took me up and put me on the, you know, on the little
In
chair.
the Supreme Court,
But then,
The lettering on
see,
the
this is
weather.
what's going on. There's a lot of history of conflict with whoever you're connecting with. Being that, they want to remain in control, even if you guys aren't even together or even wanting to be.
begin.
No, this isn't a
Why,
continued
it's
one.
only
Not
a-
again. But you have the high priestess. She don't take shit from nobody. She doesn't like getting involved with people. She's a very single person. She does not like to be in a relationship. It's too confining for her
For what,
for her
anyone?
life, right? She's a busy woman. Keeps moving. She doesn't have time for romances or even flingers to be happening. But there's this energy that keeps coming back for more and more and more. And no matter how long he sits on
Who
those
claimed
stairs,
to
he
be
won't
defending
move.
Oh,
He's not moving. So this, you know, could be the ending because it's in reverse. It's time for him to go. Okay, in reverse, it's time for him to go. It is. It's blocking you. It's blocking you from getting into what you call your home. And he's sitting right in the middle, just to
Binary
relax.
belief
You know what I
shell.
mean? Like he's just gonna cause
Those
that
edges of
chaos and
the-
that stubbornness that a lot of maybe even a Taurus energy there comes through. And then you have the Five of Wands as your last card. A lot of internal batting, a lot of your internal fighting
down a small
that you're
green
doing
cliff.
with yourself um, and not accepting the direction of others is going to be your downfall. Okay, so you have the support given to you by your friends, family, and associates. Do you want to remain in control of this, or do you want to surrender yourself to the control of the person that you're connecting with? Is the person you're connecting with what you really desire in life, or is it just something that you want and not necessarily keep forever? Okay,
I had witnessed
which
the
is
suffering.
fine too. You can still be friends, but I think this person's having too much of a hard time calling it just friends. Okay, doesn't want just friends. Wants everything to work out in the favor of, the relationship. So you have to put forward a good effort. You need to show that you're being responsible with your spirituality, and just be able to even just start with little things. Maybe the one that you're connecting with doesn't really understand the spirit dimension, or any of it that goes on. A lot of people question it. But for somebody that, you have quite a bit of knowledge in regards to
I saw it.
this, and every time you hang out here, you get to be given more, right? So it's time for you to now become a teacher and teach what your experience was like, and allow people to, do a video, go and vlog on it, build a video log on it if this is something
It
that,
is God talks to you.
and then we have the Emperor, so it's definitely somebody that is of statute, that is willing to stick it out, and he's kind of the family man kind of energy. He looks over and watches over everything, makes sure everything's safe and sound. And that might be a little bit more, instead of having this selfish, self-centered person
Stop.
thinking that they could just toss you a few coins like you're a hooker for the day or something. You know what I mean? Not meaning to be disrespectful to hookers or anything, but they get paid and that's it, right? So it's like maybe he's just wanting to throw this at you to keep your identity so smothered and just feeling really negative about yourself because he's upset. He wants you to hurt. He wants everything to inside you say, okay, now it's time for you to hurt. I went through this, did what I had to do, did the internal battles, but it's not balanced.
For more
It
than an
still
hour.
isn't. But
Because I'm a
the
soldier.
way I look at this now is this is now a third party thing. Okay, so there's in the main spread. There's you, the high priestess that is becoming more knowledgeable, and then you have the masculine. You're not seeing eye to eye. You're both are
Sun
looking
is
straight
high.
forward. You're looking forward to
Estimated.
what's right in front of you, and you can't see it. Can you see it now? But I think that's why you know, the Four of Pentacles is feeling the threat, so it's going to come in and
Right till sleep comes.
be able to, you know, kind of con you, not con you, but
Life was in the day.
focus. I'm focusing, you guys. That he's not, he's, what do you even call him? He's not willing to, you know, sacrifice much. He doesn't have a lot of means of anything, but he's trying to do the best that he can. So this may be a stuck situation that he may be in financially. He could have invested his money wrongly, or you know, decided to be foolish with it, and he kept just enough to make sure that he's able to get a key inside that
Be
door.
forced to respond.
But the Emperor energy is coming through. It's going to be a strong energy, masculine energy that's going to come through, and basically put this Four of Pentacles in line. It's going to make him realize that it's not meant to be controlled like that. People are human.
I'm in favor of you.
In favor of you, yes. And we have to focus on what our intentions are, though. You've got to definitely keep your intentions at the front of your mind. Always on your mind, right? And become it. Become the image that you're creating inside your mind. The experience that you're wanting to happen. You know, those daydreams and those wishes, and, you know, just laying back and just tuning it out, and then all of a sudden you just start daydreaming that you're over in the coast somewhere, or, you know,
Side edge of a river.
you know, gently. Take it easy. Don't rush it. You know, just take your own pace, right? So we have the Enlightened, the Hangman in reverse. So you're just trying to balance everything right now. Keep your balance. You know, you don't have to worry so much, but it's you know, you're facing is kind of like you want to stay where you are, but you're being drawn away from it, is what I'm getting. You're being drawn away from this experience by someone that could understand what you're going through and is willing to help you kind of move in a better direction, support. You're scared. You can't be scared. You don't need to be. You don't need to be scared. It's okay. You're fine. You're safe here.
Yars in the west.
Separate us.
That's fine. You guys can still communicate here and come here whenever you feel like. You don't have to tell anybody or explain it to anybody. You guys are spirit energy. Come on now. Wake up and smell the coffee. Seriously. That's all you gotta do. Have a coffee and see you over here. Right? So, yeah, so life is going good.
Those took him prisoner.
Life looks like it's gonna move in a good direction. But you know, like, there's a lot of masculine energy in here, and there's just you, the High Priestess. You definitely have a handful of people that want to be with you, and but don't settle. Don't settle for the first Joe Schmo that comes around, or, you know, somebody flashes a few extra dollars your way and treats you like a queen, and then kind of fades away into the darkness. I don't know. And just kind of be very wary about somebody that's trying to buy love, instead of finding love. Right. So, but there's two gentlemen. There's three. There's four. Oh, and now we got how many more? Oh, so we've got the mischievous Page of Cups. Then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So this decision is not coming easy to you. You're losing sleep over deciding who this possible partnership should be with it. And if anything, this is going to make your mind more confused, because now you've got more than 1, 2, or 3 people interested in being with you because of your personality, the way you carry yourself, the information that you're sharing, knowledgeable, and moving forward. So there's definitely some suitors that are going to start wanting to hunt you down and make you theirs. Okay, ask you to marry them, be part of them, right? No bedroom or bathroom. Now we know what? You guys are being... I'm totally missing the chat, and I'm totally missing on this. What am I missing now? I want to see. I want to see.
The same thing.
This is for the other girl that was here, Angela. I think it was for her. Well, whoever it was, I guess you'll figure it out. Figure it out when you get there. All right. Okay. Now we know when we attend Emmy's house. What? Now we know when we attend Emmy's house. Daisy, is this my reading? My internet is buffering. Not yet. Yeah, you're next. Who? Me? They want me? I don't know who I'm reading for now. You guys just totally screwed me up now. Oh my god. You guys are too funny. I was doing daisies, and then I was doing angels, and I hope that that made sense in any such way, but it's resonating with somebody else. Oh Lord, look, you guys got me all twisted. You guys are
All
so
started
awesome.
Back to
Put a smile and make me laugh at least on my stream. That's great. Love it. You guys are worth it. Oh Lordy, Lordy, look at that, eh? Isn't that crazy? You guys are funny. Yes, I can do yours
which
next.
cannot be.
So if that made any sense, you got to be really careful about what's coming in and which is going out. Don't lose sleep over it. You know, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. This isn't, the Magnificent Seven that you're going to miss. But maybe one of them you might want. Maybe
Who searches
you know.
the heart that he is one of
search it.
an instant
And
with
you got
head.
the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Gifts, growing, being free, enjoying life. It's the gifts you're about to receive. It's where you're going to receive it from is the question.
Sorry, Catherine.
Because
Pleasant.
the Emperor's got his eyes set on you, you're not having to feel like you're upside down anymore, that you're kind of getting the right side up and getting a manage on a lot of things going on in your life instead of just kind of, throwing it all to the wind. So
The direction, of
you
course.
just, the Nine of Swords, you're at the end of the road. You're actually getting very close to making a decision. But when are you going to do that? Are you going to wait until the cows come home, or are you just going to actually get up and go and
Also,
find
he
the
has
person that you're supposed to be mingling with?
Eye for the style.
Spiritually, have a spiritual mingling, and get to know each other, right? That's what I'm seeing from the cards that are coming up. A lot of a lot of misunderstanding or people not communicating how they're feeling,
however,
and
the day of the
benefiting
shift.
from it, right? Being
Experience
honest,
and
being truthful with everything you want, right? You just got to be you. You can't let anybody else change you. We're not here to change each other. We're here to help people grow and
Path leads from here.
experience and
The
everything.
20th
Like
upon
when even 5 years ago, I would never have thought this way. Never, not a chance in hell. Yeah, whoop. Thank you. Sorry, it's because I got to go to school tomorrow and I'm staying up.
17th century.
Persecution. Or
Sure, you guys. Okay, so Daisy, I guess we're doing readings again tonight. But for the balance of the readings tonight, you guys are going to have to make donations because I've already done my 2 for the actual show. And the other ones I was reading because my moderator, and I gave 1 extra one. So I've already done 4 readings today. I'm not going to be doing any more without donations. Selected, certain ones throughout the stream that, needed answers. So, yeah.
We are regular.
Okay, so what's
Done with
going on?
behind a cloud.
Yeah, so, Leah, okay. You're up, Leah. Lavender, you're after Leah. Okay. Okay, so,
Used for to sport upon the near. Place where
so if there's somebody, like, share, comment on the video, be part of the community on this channel, and, maybe you'll get your free reading given to you when you need it. So we've got the, our little spirit box going here. Oops. Let's boost that up a bit. So
Which is,
we're
however,
going to start doing daily boosts and everything, so I got to get that all done up tonight and put on. I got to get a website here going. But I actually think I might also just be doing this on Facebook as well. Different avenues, different places. So it's going to be like wherever you can catch me to do the readings.
also
Do the
with
readings. So I was thinking tomorrow
Of
we're
course,
going to
you'd
do
imagine.
one on Facebook and see how well that goes. So you guys might want to tune into that. You can go and send me a friend request to Karen. Key
times
place,
we saw little
Who shall bring?
it launched an investment.
Saw the red house clean.
yeah, send me an email at shamanme333@gmail.com, and we'll figure out how to best figure out the situation for people that want the extended information given to
Strong.
them.
Complete.
Who also
Gathered in front of the
boards up, of course.
And then we'll go from there. I think that would be the best known avenue to go, right?
Put to death.
a nationwide man.
Oh, okay. I don't even know. Okay, so I gotta get this organized. I gotta get all my contacts in my computer. I gotta get out of this book. Okay. But yeah, so we are gonna start come the beginning of March. We're gonna also have what we call loyalty cards, meaning that if you pay for your readings, minimum of $10 readings, after 6 you get the 7th one free, or maybe 5, whatever. I haven't decided the amount yet. That you'll be able to earn from visiting and commenting in the chat and doing donations for your chats. A minimum of $10 is recommended, but it's up to you how much you want to spend. We'll give you whatever. It's like weighing candy on a candy scale. Whatever a sliding scale gives you, it gives you, right? So we'll just go with the flow like we normally do with readings and stuff. So that is new. Going to be coming up March 2nd. I am going to be revamping this channel. I'm going to put it under a different. I'm going to start a different channel, so that we can have strictly that. Because I do
Self-treading
have taxes that I do have to pay on services provided, so I have to actually claim that, and it can't be claimed as a donation because it's kind of, they know the business.
Trees or with farm.
But ye have
So I didn't charge any tax on them, so I won't
The
get
tearing
billed for them at least. Okay, so who am I reading? I'm not even getting a notification there. Who's supposed to be notifying the notifier? To note the notifier.
and Christ.
Okay. Wait, Daisy, she was doing my reading, right? Yes. Do I need to go back? Did you give me the amount I have to go back? Go back to 10:55. Alright, so alrighty. Okay. Surprise! Surprise, it's you! Your turn, oh Miss Alice in Wonderland. Alright. Let's get this show on here. Okay, 2 more readings, Daisy. The last
And beneath
2
the underbreath.
are Leah and Angel, and then after that I will leave the box to play. Alright?
Set free from the bond that would come.
Surprise!
Then real.
Scream.
Creative.
Scream! Yeah, I need to have some ice cream or something for that.
May ourselves.
Go ahead, be yourselves. Who cares? My house. You guys can walk around naked, which you already are. So why would it matter? You guys have no clothes on, do you? Are you guys wearing clothes?
This could not be true.
Is not hope.
Did you tell me that you were naked? Are you guys naked? Really? No, you guys aren't naked. You guys are full of baloney. Let's see. Or am I supposed to scream because you are naked?
Passed later.
Surveyor's clerk.
Yeah, you know what to expect when you come to Emmy's house and it just goes all crazy. Hi, Mama. Hello, baby. Hello, baby.
Arriving at Vienna.
What we should pray for.
Out upon hearing
Rub your belly.
Is upon the
Rub
heel.
your belly. Yeah. See, Mama, rub your belly. Look. I love your belly. I love your belly. Yeah.
from the station as
Clerk. Middle age.
I love you. My little girl. She's on the chair on the other side of the table there. Sorry, guys. My cat was on the other side of the table, so I had to go rub her belly. She went and rolled over, so I had to go and rub her belly.
took us among
His son.
Alright, so Leah, are we going to get going? Alright. Marker. I don't need a marker yet. Oh, I forgot. 1 second.
action at the site.
I
Yet
totally
how the
forgot. I
mind.
totally forgot. Well, mine rolls right over onto her back and everything. She just loves it. Okay, so what's going on here? Oh, wrong book.
New.
Oh, this book.
Shell announced.
But of course he had imagined.
February. Oh, so if
I
you
had
guys
no
need
time to ask
if you guys actually want to do a live in
in
call,
the forum.
we'll do one of those as well.
Himself, thinking
You're more than welcome to call in if you'd like. And you can call. And this should be funny because we're going to get trolls. So we're going to get some codes that we're going to block.
branch is roughly here.
What is it?
It underwent.
Permanent. For it almost seemed. We hope.
Okay.
And
So that's how you
ours.
get a hold of me. You know, if there's trolls hanging out here, you'll just get blocked. So I don't really care. But you can go ahead and call whoever was next. Leah.
Intercession with. A moment to get his breath.
Oh, there's all the information I wanted right there. Okay. So that paper that I had needs to go into here.
Be uttered.
Where did I put it? Oh. No, that's not it.
Is dropped upon the world.
Yeah, I don't know where I wrote it down. Where did I put it? Oh well. Find it later.
Leia Green slope.
So, I have an actual Facebook account now.
Back and stung his.
I have a page that's set up for this. And it's kind of a long one. So I'm going to type it.
Recipe for Mina. Son. Affordable housing. I don't know how I should be
To spirit. Because it's not kept up. Uncovered head.
Oh, here. You can actually just Google my name there. And it will show you who it is.
This of the wood was so.
So, there. So you can do that.
Frightened child.
So that one. So the actual prices have changed on the actual readings. I'm going to update that information as soon as possible. But the 15-minute reading is going to be $10.99. 30-minute read is $25. 45 is $37, and 1 hour is $45.99. One card reading, if you want a one card answer question, yes or no. I use one card or pendulum for those, and those are each $4.99. So whichever one you want to choose, whether you want the card or the pendant to answer your reading. Okay, so those are the announcements I have now. Everybody's kind of been and gone, but whatever.
She
As
was
far
in
as
such
anything else,
so that
where are we here? Where is trying to get some of these dream pictures done too, and I got orders coming out union.
the noble
And let's see.
Going in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find the page that I wanted to show you guys. I had it all ready, and I just wanted to change a few things. Oh, here we go.
Wildest and
Okay, so I found my actual price guide for my dream catchers in one of my other books, so that's what I was just looking for. Because I know people are interested in the actual dream catchers. I hand make them myself. I do make them and I create them with good intentions, with protection, and protection of spirituality and everything like that. It's not just for dreams. It's protection from, energy fields that are negative. And I put all the intentions like that into my dream catchers. So a lot of people, you've noticed that there's one lady that builds them, and mind you, she's learning, but she's in the very primal part of just learning. So the traditional hoop style, right, can be $15 and up. If you want an additional, one hoop is 30, two hoops is 45, and three hoops is 55 and up. And that's for traditionals, 15 up to like $30, depending on how many hoops are in it. So those are the price guides that I have to get out for you guys. It'll be probably one hoop would probably be, depending on the traditional hoop size. If you get like a 4-inch hoop, then it would be like, 20 or 18, something like that. If you want to go into like the 5-inch and then the 7-inch, the 8-inch, 9-inch, 12-inch, 13-inch, 14-inch, I do have them all, so we can actually use those. So it's all in the way that it's created. Like the ones behind me, the small one that you can see by the clock, those two are the same size. They're both 4 inches, and they would go for like $18 to $20. Very simple, basic, ready to go. Then I have my larger ones that are here. I just want to finish my smoking before I get going.
my German.
More there. There's more over there, as you can see. So my whole house is covered in them. So that's what's happening. So that's what I wanted to also take a break for a second, get that out there before everybody kind of disappears and, goes to bed or whatever. Okay, so now, Leah, we're going to get started on yours, and we're going to use the feminine cards.
Proposed alteration.
Spirits, guides, and angels to come forward and give us the information that we're so needing to hear right now for our energy levels to have a daily boost of energy. And hope. December. Okay. Alright. So let's go on and find out what's going on in your present day. Okay, so we're going to take a couple cards. No big readings, we want a couple cards, and that's all we want. Okay. So you're feeling like you're having the energy is showing that you're departing from somewhere, that you're basically taking what you worked hard to get, and it's like you're leaving. So this could mean that you're leaving in the near future. You're packing what you need. That's all you need, is what I'm feeling, and then you're gone, right? So I think either you're making a decision on your own part to do this and just leave the situation for whatever reason. Direction as far as where you're headed, anything can happen. Like you could be heading out on the big ocean and anything can happen. You could end up anywhere, right? So learning to be a little bit more spontaneous and going with the flow. Finding that it's been too restrictive to be, in a relationship that there's a lot of control from either party. Okay. And then you've got the 8 of Cups. So you got the 8 of Cups next to the Sword. So, you're pondering the information. You're wondering if there's even any chance for anything else to come into your life that's going to be positive. But, you're waiting. This energy is coming to release you from that waiting period. It's taking a travel. This person is going to travel long distances to come over and finally meet up with you. Right? Then we have the 9 of Swords. So stop worrying about everything. You don't have anything to worry about really. And you have the Hierophant. So everything is working just as it should be within your present energy. You're just in wonderment. Like you can't believe it. You just want to die because it's taking so long. It's feeling like, oh Lord, some more waiting. And that's what a lot of people are getting. Like anybody that wants to know about a twin flame or anything, all they're getting is they're waiting. And my personal opinion on twin flames is a person doesn't probably even understand what a twin flame is. I didn't know what it was until I started listening to them on YouTube, and it was like, wow, that's interesting. Right, so I would say probably 75% of the world probably doesn't know, and there's that 25% that do, right? So you got to remember that,
I
being
found
It helped to pulse
in
my
conversation with people that are of the same wavelength, but not 100% all the time. You don't want to be in that everybody do the same thing kind of crowd, right? You want to have a bit of a little mixed salad in choosing which part of the hot dog or salad you want to eat first, right? Depends on where you want to go with your energy. What are you willing to surrender? Part of it? Are you willing to succumb to your control or experiences? And we're going to do some pendulum ones after this. So we're going to get a whole shebang in. But, don't lose sleep over it, is what I'm saying. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If it's not, it's not. But you're in the middle. See? See, you're in the middle. These two cards are just you. And here's the prepared of the journey. This person is prepared for a journey, taking what only he needs. And then you have the Hierophant at the end. Blessings and the good things are going to be coming towards you. Just have faith and keep holding on to experiencing it, right? And if that's something you want to believe in, hey, at least you have hope and dreams. Okay, and that's a big thing. A lot of people start losing their hopes and dreams, when they can't find a partner that's suitable to them. And I thought it was just a matching of the horoscopes, big deal, right? Little did I know that I'd end up doing this, 5 years later, right? But he's a very casual. So it's going to be a very casual meeting. It's not going to be like at a wedding or anything. It's going to be just passing on the street maybe, or just something just really, nothing flamboyant. Like he's just like cool, collected. He's ready for his journey. He's on his journey. He understands what his journey is, and maybe that's the one that's being led towards you for masculine energy. And you're wondering, how long do you have to wait? Well, how long would you wait for your partner or your love twin flame? How long would you personally set on that decision of trying to seek your third party? Your decision on what? Are you basing it all on? Are you just gonna keep wondering, and then what happens with the rest of it? Does it just go to waste? You don't understand, but you're on you could actually be in two different continents. One could be in the U.S., one could be in the U.K., but a definite difference in time zones is a major factor at this point. This person's traveling, their journey is towards wherever you are. He's taken the journey. He's taken a chance. He's out on calm waters, but they do get rough after a while. So be very wary of what you're doing and how you're asking for this gentleman to be served. I don't think it's one that you probably have ever met. That style of person that just can be carefree and just go at a drop of a dime. That may be an adjustment that you're used to. You're standing here at the edge of the water with a dress on and a shawl, like you're going to go out to a fancy dinner or something, right? So he's more simple-minded, a pair of jeans and a tank top, or a nice t-shirt or something. But he looks damn good in Levi's. Okay, there's something about jeans that he's wearing. He'll be wearing jeans or possibly a red shirt, wine-colored shirt here. Right? Poltergeist. Poltergeist. It's a poltergeist. Anybody know what a poltergeist is? Let's see, what are we doing? That's so cool, Valerie. It must be crazy in your house too then.
To be compared.
Alright, so do I just ask a question? How about, Anika, I'll just give you the answer before you have a chance to reveal your question. Okay, that's how we do it around here. I do the jump cards, I do all the readings. You don't have to give me a clue into anything that you are perceiving or wanting to have happen in your life. So now we're going to start with you, my friend. We're going to start with you. Let's see, where are we here? Okay. So Anika, we're gonna bump ahead here for a quick second because you seem to be getting impatient. So let's get this done. Let's get your reading done here. Let's find out what's going on for Anika. What's going on in the world of love, in the personal aspects of avenues. Oops, we had a jumper. Almost, but we had a flipper. We don't do flippers. Sorry.
Rosie about the waist.
We don't flipper. We
Radio
don't do a
Apple.
flipper. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple cards for you. And this is just out of fun. Okay, this one I want to see how, if I've still got it figured out. Okay? See if I can't figure it out before I finish with the cards. Because I got to start doing my photo readings again. I really do have to get back to doing the photo readings. Okay, so we're going to take one more card. Please, Spirit. And we'll take two more. Okay, we'll take those two. Alrighty. Not two. Not one, but three.
Your words.
Alright. Oh man, we got a good one for you. Alright, put those there. Okay. Alright, so the first card up. Oh. 4 wands. 4 swords, sorry. So finding out information that you're not quite ready. Bringing life into this earth that you just don't know how you're going to manage. And all of a sudden, poof, out shows some energy, some things. So your strength card is in reverse, so you're not feeling very kind of connected spiritually to be able to, have the strength to get through this situation. I don't understand why you're... Oh. Sorry, but I don't see him coming back. And I'm just being honest.
Pointed 2 fingers to
Also predestined.
The strength card with temperance. This energy that you're connecting with, you guys had a past together though, did you not? You had a solid foundation when you were with this person previously?
and
Offer with him.
Is what I was wondering.
He glanced at
Because I think he just kind of decided just to go on his own way and leave you with basically everything you own, which is all he had was swords. So he wasn't very well managed at all with those swords.
the revelation.
We also have, the phone line is open if you guys want to phone in and have a reading. It's 807-789-3880. So we can try to get one reading in. Where am I here? Okay, so I just want to see this one again in reverse. Let's see what's going on. Alright, so this is coming up a lot in the readings tonight, is the 4 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Emperor,
of the state.
are all coming up in this
No
readings.
longer.
You have an overabundance. Oh, well, the good news is, whatever you were thinking that you really wanted and wanted to continue with, and you were kind of shocked when you found out that you weren't together anymore,
With some difficulty.
you just...
Right hand of
You were finding out more information
bracket.
about what he was doing, his engagements with whoever, female or male, were happening, and that's what basically brought you to this decision of wanting to understand why it went
Starting for an
the
unknown.
way it did in regards to what was the reason behind it. And of course, temperance is there going to be the Temperance, right? And then you've got the Emperor. Okay. When you and then there's you. There's a little piece of wands, or piece of wands.
A life.
Piece of wands. It's just a piece of wands. Where are they?
Work
Sorry, guys.
together.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing this too much longer. My
Great
other
life.
half, I just had to mute the microphone for a minute. But I'm going to finish these 2 readings, and then I'm going to have to go deal with something. Family emergency is still effective. Right? So,
Brethren.
so everybody's just almost going childlike. Like they don't want responsibilities. They don't want to have to answer to, the responsibilities are so required of adults. We all want to just kind of go back to when it was easier, being small, play, and have fun. But you can still do that when you're in, an older, version. You have different games you play, right? Um, whatever they may be. So the Four of Cups is not it's not working in the favor of the the attitude, the one that has the attitude going on. You know, you're friendly and everything to this person, and still there. You know, it doesn't matter how hard you try. You could say, you know, tell him jokes all day long, and he's just down. He's just like, I don't want to even. I don't even want to be here anymore. I don't want this. I don't want that. And he doesn't want anything. He's at the stage of giving up
It's part of
because
my
there's no hope. There's no reason for any hope. But then you come around and you show him, you come and show this person that there is a reason to hope, right? And all of a sudden things start flowing in and you start showing these things
all
to
that
him.
are in flesh.
And he starts to have a new gained appreciation for his
Growth,
life
the sunshine.
and realizing it, right? And that's what your learning lesson was for that round, is learning to talk to others um, when they need help. And it doesn't mean just talking to them, it's listening and talking on the same plane, but allowing them to get that energy out and let it manifest outside the body is a lot more healthier than inside. So you're there as a support person, but you cannot help somebody that's going to just not even move or that's not going to do anything.
Expected
um,
for
and you're supposed to just sit back and watch them destroy their lives. Unfortunately, yeah, you do. You have to let them learn. You're not there to save them. You're not there to make the life better to the sense of where you have to be obligated
she bowed.
over and over and over because it just won't change. You're going to get to the stage where you're going to just say, forget it. You don't want to change. You don't want to move. You don't want to do anything. You just want to sit in this little sunken depression, whatever you want to call it, situation that, we're happy like weeks ago on, right? And then all of a sudden this hits. For what reason? Why are you just having like these mood shifts? 1 minute you're good, 1 minute you're bad. Like you're just too all over the place. You have a lot of internal stuff that's going on that you need to really let loose because it's putting you everywhere and it's scattered. And that's maybe why you're like feeling like you're just like going everywhere, in different directions and then thinking about it after the fact. Well, I could have done it an easier way. And being on that balance is you really have to be balanced when you're making these decisions on life, right? And following your guides. You really have to be confident in the message that you're receiving from your guides, whether it be through me or another reader, whatever. But I do see the abundance, the Ace of Cups. But then we have the Death card, meaning you're growing out of this frequency of a person, and the only best thing that could be at it for all the hard work that you did was your position as a queen. You worked hard to get there. You went through all these trials and tribulations, through all the bullshit, through all the drama, and came out still okay on the other side after you healed. There wasn't anything that could touch you for miles. You know what I mean? Because you're healing and you have like a little,
Englishman.
you're like wearing gold, like armory and just being appreciated. Like that you can be appreciated even just by loving yourself and not really having to have anybody in the picture. But you're going to be some hot stuff for a lot of people may not be able to handle the kind of energy you're going to give out. So take it easy, be gentle, like it was saying earlier, be gentle, okay, with everything you do, with your interactions with people. Be very gentle with them, even the ones that may not be understanding, maybe just, give them something to not give them something to chew on that would, invoke their personal, experiences. There's a lot of people that are talking about a lot of the stuff that's going on as far as these electrical wave things going on and this and that, and some of it I think is very very feasible as to being happening, but you have this lifetime to complete it, and if you don't, you got to come back, and it's like repeating a class in high school, right? And so yeah, you have to be very where is that one?
The first phase of the
where is it? You guys lay up here, right? So this could be fatherhood. This could be somebody having a baby that is going to have somebody just totally appreciating what's the life that it's been given and is producing. So, because it's authority, structure, control, and fatherhood.
As is fitting.
As is footing, yes. Yes. Yeah, so you guys are going to make some transitions. You're going to end up finding each other more compatible now.
You tell me.
and
pulse pipeline.
you
New
know,
grasp
being able
and
to get through it, right? And just make sure you have your supports in place for when, you know, this may be your pregnancy, this could be a pregnancy on your behalf. I'm not too sure, I don't get involved in that detail, but yes, there is possibilities
Letter
of
account.
fatherhood and having the Temperance, both of them
The
showing
mood
up
of
in that
nature.
read is maybe a bit of a distance between you guys right now, but I feel that distance is going to gradually close in when the baby gets a little bit bigger, or you know, it gets closer to the date. You guys are going to be communicating,
At least here.
you know,
Brother.
helping out
Sight
and being
and refuse.
supportive, right? Be 100%
The style.
supportive in everything you do, or even with people that you interact with on a daily basis. I know it's hard sometimes to say that. Saying it is really easy, but applying it does become a problem. See, look at my little feather. This is my little. I love these little feathers. They're sweet.
This is his wood.
So, we're gonna. Okay, so afterlife. What's going on? Where are we going tonight? Who's calling today?
Before us, kind of industry.
Who's calling for us? Nobody's calling. Nobody wants to go live. They're all scared and shy. Everybody's shy tonight. I don't know why. What's up with that? What is going on, dudes? Okay, well, it's there.
Oh,
If you feel like calling, you can call.
It's the shuffling noise.
Last day. Pennsylvania's illegal
On the weather-beaten board.
Yeah, so I got a few things. I'm getting a few other things going. I've got items coming in that we're going to be using for the actual draws. Really nice items that you guys will be grateful to actually win. It'll be exciting. So hopefully they'll be here soon enough. I'm getting very impatient with waiting. Right. So if you guys want to sit and listen to the spirit box, you're more than welcome. You know, they're willing to talk. So, and I'll just work on my dream catcher here that I need to finish. That's what I'm gonna do. Well, you guys are listening to our spirit box. Let's see. Female.
Came through in isolate.
What about a female? Okay, so I'm gonna put these cards away for now.
question I had was that
nor any
city resident.
BC
But I'll
resident.
go in again.
My neck? Oh, somebody hung themselves. Mm-hmm. Tied in neck.
After nightfall.
in Christ Jesus.
That's unfortunate. I hate
Flashed
those ones.
suddenly and
I
all.
don't like having those ones that commit suicide. I always get the trauma posted ones. All the ones that end up having
Likeness of flat.
harsh departure from the all. I gotta show these to look at the people on the radio. Honest. I got something for you guys. This is really funny. I'm gonna see what you guys
Get
think of
on
this.
without it.
I don't know. Hang on. I
Cards
have to
instructions.
switch the camera, I think. Hang on one sec. Okay, so check this out, you guys. My partner bought this for me, or bought it for the house. But check this out. Read what it says. Other way. Okay. This is a good stick to have around the house. Can you read that? That's priceless. I like that. I really do. Woo! Yeah. Life's too short. Smile while you still have teeth. Alright, let's put you guys back to normal here. Put you back on the normal side. Yeah, so don't mess with Emmy. Emmy will come for you. I'll smash her. It's solid, people. It's solid. Oh, yeah. Oops. Alright, so you guys can hang out there and chit chat. I'm going to switch over to my YouTube so I can see the chat. And I have a chip. So it's hanging out with the hanging out with the energies tonight. We got munchies in the whole 9 yards. Mm.
And creative action.
Hmm.
Right out of high school.
Keeping a sharp eye.
So who can you guys recommend to do
That it was
a website through? Do you guys think it
The distance.
GoDaddy's the best, or do you think one of the other ones that they have for readings or for a website? Which one do you think is the better one out of all of them?
Do you know?
Hmm.
But without effect.
I reckon that the
High-ranking.
Did you guys hear about all that ice that was came up onto the side of the banks from Lake Erie? That was crazy, eh?
Of nothing to interfere.
I'm not worried.
But by reason.
His umbrella.
Like, what is the idea of the Matrix?
A well-known place.
Growing together.
Only into view and nipped.
That's quite the picture, eh? I love it. It's awesome. I'm gonna leave it up there as my profile
And
photo.
mixed with them.
That is.
The confrontation.
Just priceless, I think. It's too funny.
Down on her knees and
Somebody had what on their knees? It's getting sexual now. I think we better put on that 18 version. 18 only.
I tried to raid.
Your beat.
Made.
Slow loading.
I did not know what to do.
He who searches for oil produces.
Like, listen to this title. Twin Flames, are you sacrificing too much for love? Wasn't that what you're supposed to do?
In my face.
According to purpose.
I don't know anything, so I wouldn't know.
Okay, so where is everybody? Good night, Daisy. Daisy's off. Good night, Daisy. Sorry. Good night.
He has foreknown. And you're
And I've got no moderators. I need you to clarify. Which, okay, how far up?
Jizz.
Oh, my lord. Okay, well, where's the question?
Glades opened.
About a baby.
Churchman, I have
girded up for us.
Likely place.
said,
but rather have Chinapuyo the
I think you should, at this point, from what the cards were showing me, I think it would be best for you just to kind of
confirmation from you.
do your own thing, stay in touch with the person if you feel like it. But most of all, if it's not bringing you any satisfaction or anything, then, it's up to you to make that decision. I can't give you that. I can just give you information to make a sound choice decision, right? It's totally up to you what you do in the end,
Down a small
right?
green clay.
I'm just a guide and, give my my skills to the higher powers to use, right?
The Count followed.
Either death. I think you can
But
see
it's totally, how you communicate that with him. It's totally up to the decision of, both parties being willing to be in the same boat or the same, relationship, right?
which is in Christ.
So, if you're looking for a baby, there's a lot of fertility showing up in the readings tonight. So maybe it's just, just not your time to get the readings synchronizing well with you. And it takes a little bit sometimes, right? To find the right reader to be doing your cards, right? I do them randomly. I don't use any other style that anybody here uses. It just is the intuitive read is what I do.
President
Do you want to know if you're going to end up having a baby? So who is Lavender is up next? Okay, I'm just going to finish off yours. I'm going to pull a card and see about the fertility part. Okay, let's see what's going on with that energy.
The righteous
All right, let's check on that for Miss Angel A. What about the pregnancy? Will they be building a family? Will they build a family? Will they finally be able to get on the page of communication together to make this actually work? Yeah, you still have him sitting at your door. He's still going to wait there. He's still going to be part. He's doing whatever he can to get things together, but he's holding on. So I would say with that note, I would probably, give him the chance to prove himself that he's able to be a stand-up father and is willing to take care of it 100%, just like you are 100% involved in the child's life, not just be a sperm donor. Okay, so make sure that this is a situation that you're willing to bring a kid into. If it's a healthy situation, by all means go for it. If it isn't, then probably shouldn't. So definitely see somebody who really wants to make it work. Okay, I don't see him wanting to part ways. Okay. I don't see him wanting to part. He's stuck. He really wants to be, the stand-up guy, and maybe that's what he needed, just to take a break from the relationship for a little bit to understand that, right? And, maybe it was a blessing in disguise, right? So, all right, so those are done.
from a mom.
Ring ought to have been a
GoDaddy is a better one.
Let me.
but
The bondage.
across
Well, that's what you asked me, so I don't know what you were. No, whatever. All I just spoke about was one card. If it doesn't resonate, go to someone else and see if it resonates with them. It's not a big deal to me. I'll just say what the cards say. Obviously, they weren't working in your favor tonight, then maybe.
We seemed to.
What do you mean? The card I just pulled was talking about communication.
answers will be personal.
So, okay, tell me. Okay, we'll do this interactively. Let's see what we get, just to prove my point. Okay, so now I want you to think of the question that you want to ask, and we're going to clarify that one.
To reach the fields on the
And if it was meant for you, then, you know, this is one way to find out if my cards were lying. Time to pull up the pendant, guys.
Which produces
free from the bond.
All right, pendulum time. We got the truth. So help me God. I don't like pulling this out because it verifies a lot more than what you really want it to. All right, so
they were evident.
Iraqis because
okay. Okay, so here's the cards that we'll be using. And this
There were many
is a
national
comfortable sitting.
permanent camps.
I can't turn this up. Okay. All right. So pendulum, are these the messages that are meant to be received by Angel A tonight with her reading?
And how it
We should pray for him.
Are these the cards for the reading for Angel A?
sleeves of some. With their big cup.
Okay, so those are the cards we're going to use.
I quietly got
Born among destruction in the
he did not put it on again.
Goika
What shall we then
for preventing shell truck.
Okay, so relationship, baby, marriage, whichever it is, right?
Then die.
who also
And if
A dirty white. We need an update on this.
vibration.
Let's just
Solution of lawsuit.
Tossed the cloak again.
okay.
It was on the dark.
since present.
And for a crow.
Your power.
Hey guys. There.
He would not answer.
Was it in Pittsburgh? I'm not.
Alright, so we're gonna hang out for about another minute or two and then I gotta get going.
wide.
Lock according to
Which is
the spirit.
Okay.
Clothes took him prisoner.
Tell what? Tell them about you?
fires took place.
Gentrification.
Perhaps a mile away.
Practice.
Practice makes perfect?
Flash. But it.
Who's Ed? What can I do for you, Ed?
I got near the
Group on the nearest tree.
leader no
Involve the
Who's Ed?
quip over his phone.
Saw that.
Switch my fellow password. Power to radio up. Took me to go to the gold team patrols. Early woman in the unit.
Supposed to be a
curved about in depth.
we may also
Fluttered and moved about.
sons of God.
A mile.
Feel it. Made subject.
Without success.
Witness describe.
Oh.
With what they call
Okay, so that's done.
dictatorship.
Student, try and coming back tomorrow. We'll be doing another live feed tomorrow afternoon. Maybe earlier in the day. We'll see how things go, and maybe we'll get a few more readings out to the urgent ones that need them. That's for sure. Okay, so until next time, guys. Love, take care of each other, and don't forget to say thank you to your energies and guides when you go to sleep tonight for being so gracious in helping the communication better.
To the
All
Carpathia.
right. So it's off for me. It's time to go. I've been here 3 hours again. I've yet to meet this record of not going for 3 hours. So I'll let you all have a wonderful evening. It's been a blast. hanging out with you guys. Every time's a good laugh. We have at least some good laughs, and we're pretty relaxed here. So make sure that if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, comment. And if you wish to have a private reading, please email me at shamanemmy